Hello, how's everyone and their families doing? So, today we're going to be having an open talk in life issues. And so we can talk about different things, different um, situations in relationship, marriages, life itself, work, whatsoever, with the exception of politics, insult, disrespect. Um, Everyone is welcome to share their views. Um, so a couple days ago, I I posted something on on TikTok, and I believe on Facebook as well. And the post that I put up says people need to understand that relationships are not destroyed by the third person, they are destroyed by the person who entertains the third person while they are in a relationship. Um, Imagine, that's my opinion. My opinion is that in Chino, me say, enye mpena na wo ho kafo akɔtwe no ɛna wɔba abɛsɛe w'awareɛ ba wo ho kafoɔ no sɛ ɛyɛ ɔbarima no sɛ ɛyɛ ɔbaa no ɛna akɔfa mpena a ɔno ɛna wama saa awareɛ no anaasɛ relationship ɔno na ɔbɛma saa awareɛ no anaasɛ relationship no ɛbɛgu. Mo adwene ne sɛn? I'm going to break it down. Just give me 1 second. I thought I did all this, and you guys forgive me because how you say late shopping for late Christmas shopping, and no the insembe breba. Okay, so let me see. Here we go. All right. So I was talking to one of my sisters, Sister Awo, and she also mentioned a couple angle, and I didn't even think about it that way, which is interesting. Because sometimes, when situation comes about, we don't think about the other aspect also, because it doesn't have to be with your partner asking the other person out. Because sometimes, and so like we have some couples who are unable to solve their problems, whatever internal issues that they having within their relationship or marital home. So at times it will prompt them to go outside their marital home to talk to either their pastor or a friend, a family member, whatsoever, right? So that will require for them to bring a third person into the relationship, which can cause some type of confusion depending what they are discussing. Because sometimes you may have someone who will give you like advice, but it's not a good advice. Before you know it, it's creating more problems than usual. Okay, Mr. Mary, welcome. How you doing? Oh, the way this is. So, what's up? Welcome. Lady Coconio Tunde. Sister Sage, welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm trying to put some things up here. So once I get that done, let me see, create banter. So where is this? No, I don't add. Where is it? No, this thing is not letting me create nothing. Hold on, cancel. Go back. So we do know that in most relationship and marriages, you normally have the male companions who have a tendency to go outside their marital homes. The reason being, and when it comes to the African community and society, most of them have the mentality that because we practice polygamy, right? And men don't cheat. That's how some of them think, that men don't cheat because it's okay for a man to have multiple partners. So if they have a wife and they have a mistress, that is norm. So a lot of people don't make a big deal out of that, right? However, if a wife stray and have another person, another man outside their marital home, she's a cheater, right? That's how some men perceive things to be, that men don't cheat because it's in their blood. I just don't get it though. But let's just take this. Arabi, welcome. How you doing? Uh, those on TikTok, you guys give me a couple minutes because I have the phone on to my left side. I'm trying to get something done on Facebook. So if you come through and I don't acknowledge you, please forgive me. I welcome each and every one of you, and you are welcome to be part of the discussion. If you want to come up, let me know. Request, I'll bring you up, and then you can be part of it. So it's like, some of our men, our African men, let me be specific, have the mentality that men don't cheat because it's okay for our men to have multiple partners, like a wife and a mistress on the side. And some of them, I have one of my friends, he makes me laugh so much. He's saying that because most women do not like 4 eyes, right? So what they do is that he's saying that when he has like disagreement with his wife, or his wife refuses him of ta, he will go and bring another one. He's saying that if his wife refuses him, he hasn't done it yet, according to him. So I'm not sure if he's doing it and he's now pushing back. But I was like, but that's not right, right? What happens to couples sitting down to have a constructive discussion? Because I truly believe in talking through things, right? If something is not going well between two people who are in a relationship or are married, right? The two of you can sit down and have a discussion, or what is the reason as to why the lady, the female partner is refusing the man ta. Like, what's the reason? Is there something that happens, or like sometimes I don't know. Oh, wait a minute! Merry Christmas. Hold on. Let me show my pretty face. Hold on, Brother Mark. Welcome. Okay, so let me see. I see Arabi has put some things here. So, Lady Coco, Merry Christmas to you as well. Lady Coco says Merry Christmas Sister Adwoa Odo, and everyone on the live. Merry Christmas to you as well. Hi. Oh, I am doing well and blessed as well. Thank you, Arabi, for asking. Yeah, it's good to always see you and others. Okay. She's greeting Sister Sage too. Okay, so let me see. I'm just making sure that I didn't miss anything. Okay. Abaka Cecilia, what's up? All right. So, like he just saying that, most women do not like four eyes. I, for one, is one. I don't like four eyes. I'm not being selfish. You see that attitude with my neck right now? I'm not being selfish. I'm not being mean. I'm not being inconsiderate. Okay. And I'm going to tell you guys why I'm not being selfish when it comes to, like not wanted any other person but myself with my partner. Okay. Because when you promise someone, you committed with someone, it has to be an agreement between two people. There was no agreement between myself, Kay, and another person as to whether or not that other person is going to come from my end or Kay's end. All I know that I promise to be faithful, to be loyal. And I'm not talking about Ghana, my motherland. Yeah, don't put that in there to distract me, Kay. Okay? And to love my partner, Kay. Okay? And in order for me to fulfill all this, and there are others, I have to do it based on my actions, not based on my words. Because it's easy for me to say, okay, Kay, I love you. And I can easily also tell people on social media, much love, right? The love is deep, but I have to be very mindful because for me to have love for myself and have love for others, right? I can express it to people, girl, I have nothing but love for you. But nowadays, you have to be very considerate and you need to be able. I'm on TikTok too, so you can come through their request and I'll bring you in. So I need to be able to show my actions. So I can tell the person, I love the person, but nowadays you have to be very mindful because you don't want to say, I love you. And that person started becoming obsessed with you and love, having some feelings for you. So I'm kind of hesitant to say, I love you to every single person. For Kay, I can say it easily. For my children, I can say it easily that I love them. For my parents, I can say, I love you, Mom. I love you, Dad. I love you, bro. I love you, sis. I love you, Kay. I love you, Nana, Kwasi. I love you, Mommy. I love you, Ray. With my immediate family, I can use the word I love you, but when I go outside my immediate family, right? Much love. I have to say much love because we have some partners who are, how do I say this? They get jealous and envious easily, right? Or they get angry, upset easily. So let's just say I'm talking to a guy friend who has a wife who happens to be a jealous wife, right? Or a girlfriend who happens to be a jealous girlfriend. And we talking, having fun, saying, here and there, catching up. And then I'm like, okay, I love you. That does not sound right, right? It doesn't sound right. Because for my friend, they will be receptive to it. But they have me on speaker, right? Or their phone, the volume is very high, and their partner could hear our conversation, and I'm saying that I love him, right? The partner may take it for something else, which can create a situation at their home. Once we end the discussion, the conversation, it can prompt an argument. And then the female partner is going to ask, like, I thought that was your friend. How come she's saying I love you? She shouldn't be telling you I love you because you're not her man. You see where I'm going with this? So the wording that we use when you address certain people, you have to be very mindful as to whether or not it's appropriate or not appropriate, right? I cannot go and call somebody's husband honey, because that person is not my honey. I can call Kay honey, to me. I mean, I think that today I'm spoiling you too much, because the way you say like you liking it too much. So anyhow, I said I'm not going to allow Kay to distract me, but every now and then I see that it's coming. Thank you, guys. Thank you for the love. Tap, 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 guys. Give me some love. So, like, I can say to Kay, honey, right? Babe. I can call him babe too, because he's my babe, right? It's appropriate for me to say that to my partner, to your partner, however you want to call your partner. Sometimes we have pet names, right? We call ourselves, Kay can call me that because it's appropriate. However, someone else cannot call me that. I have some friends who be like teasing me because Kay happened to put one of my my nickname on social media because I was doing a video and he happened to say it. So now I have Rami Kay. Every time Rami we talking, she will say that, right? Which is cool because it's something that is so cute. So if my head is going to get bigger, that's good, right? As long as it makes you feel good, you're good. But I know where Rami is coming from. She's teasing me, right? She's teasing me. She's trying to like lighten the mood and stuff like that. However, if I don't understand Rami where she's coming from, I can have some type of, if I'm like, I have certain ideas, I can start imagining inappropriate stuff because she's calling me that. I will be like, oh, is she interested in me? Or like, like something like that. So most times the things and how we go about it, right? We have to be very mindful how we say. Like, I have my friends Arabi. Oh, Bapa Elizabeth. Happy Christmas to you as well. Thank you so much. And Afishiapa, every single one of you, and happy holidays, because some people do not celebrate Christmas. So happy holidays, everyone. Should in case I forget to say it before I leave, Okay, hold on. Yes, thank you, Baba Elizabeth. So Arabi has put something here. They be out. They be out. They calling people spouses, girlfriend and boyfriend and thinking it's cool. No, my female friend, my male friend, I can't say, okay, girlfriend, because sometimes when you use the girlfriend and boyfriend, right, you're going to have to explain yourself. What do you mean? Like, no, I'm going to visit my female friend, so and so, my male friend, so and so. I have male friends, right? I have female friends. I can't say I have girlfriends, I have boyfriends, because nowadays you have to be specific. If you're not, someone will be licking your bones. So, hey, we don't want that. Huh? Oh, thank you, Sister Elizabeth. I went to church. You know, we went for Thanksgiving for my nephew's viewing and burial last week. We went for Thanksgiving today. The church. It was very nice. I really love. Yeah. So you're right. And sometimes I truly feel that we have some female partners and some male partners. They use their female friends, male friends to make their partners jealous, knowing full well that their partner's personality. You have to be very careful, because at times when you do that, it can backfire. At no point in my relationship did I think I did not try to make Kay jealous at no point. But I think some years back he shared with me that when we started dating in the beginning, I would go to his house. I remember, and when he said it, I remember those days. You know, I would go. I used to watch a lot of soap opera, and with the soap opera, like, you know, One Life to Live, All My Children, Days of Our Lives, and All My Children used to air at the same time. So I normally would pick All My Children, and I watch it. So Channel 7 was my my favorite channel that I will watch from 1 o'clock to 4, because you have General Hospital from 3 to 4. So you have All My Children 1 to 2, One Life to Live 2 to 3, and then you have General Hospital. But now I hardly even have time to watch none of them. I know they're still airing General Hospital, but some of the new actors, I don't even know them because I stopped watching it for a while. Hi, mommy. How you doing? Oh, sister, what about Sunami? Sorry. Hello, my magnificent sister. I want to say,
Merry Christmas to each and every one of your viewers.
Merry Christmas to you as well. Afishiapo, your mom, you know, Afishiapa.
Yes, so.
Amen. Hey, awesome. So,
yes, darling.
We can go either way. Which one you prefer? Let's do English.
I think for the sake of your viewers, we'll blend it, because it will not be fair that it will just change into chi, and then other people cannot understand what we are saying. So I will blend it. Don't worry.
Awesome. So this is my thing. Like a couple days ago, I posted on TikTok and Facebook as well that when it comes to that, relationships are not destroyed by the third person, but is the person who entertains the third person in the while they're in a relationship, right? And this earlier this afternoon, you also raised another angle that I didn't even think about it. So what is your thoughts in that?
Yes, third party always come in and somebody let it in. We are joint co-heads. So when somebody comes in, it means that just as a door is locked, if it's really locked, who let the third party came in?
Yeah.
And a third party coming in come from all angles. Let's say even your own friends, you both have friends. Yeah. I'm happy we're talking about that people can have male friends and female friends. Which ideally, truly speaking, there was no malice in the relationship. It's just that the kind of friendship that the person have with that party is just a mere friend.
Yeah.
A male friend, it can be your male friend. But if something happened, we run to those people.
Mm-hmm.
Then they start putting ideas on the other person's head. Oh God. That woman. Oh, that woman is not even good for you. So even the people, we even call them advisors, people we cry, especially we the women.
Yeah.
We go and cry on their shoulders. They can be the third party.
Mm-hmm.
Because as time goes on, they begin to know who the person you are dating is. The person can compare that to the one he has and he says, starts polluting you. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it might not come necessarily as being a partner to your spouse.
Yeah.
But it will come as the deal breaker between you and your spouse. Why? Because whatever you have, probably you will be happy if you lose it. So you will be acting certain way. But your partner may not know where that thing is coming from.
That's right.
So, and the third party can come in any form, sneaky and very foxy. And sometimes even our own parent can be the third party.
That's true.
Why? Because one of the spouse does not like the partner that you have.
Mm-hmm.
I have brought you to abroad. Instead of doing something meaningful, you're like, see this low life you picked. So from day one, your mom or your family members can be the third party.
Yes.
Because then you don't have concentration on the marriage itself. You are not working on the very thing you have.
That's right. And
so the third party is not necessarily that they are sexually involved, but it can be anybody else.
Yeah.
But the point is who let them in. And one of the sneakiest way of doing that is when you are still in contact with your exes.
Oh, really?
Anytime everybody should watch this. This one, I'm just dashing people on social media. Anybody who is listening to this.
Yeah.
Have you realized anytime you have issues at home, that is when your exes want to get contact.
Exactly.
Anytime you have issues, when you are going through certain things, exes pops up from nowhere. People you have not spoken to for several years. All of a sudden, they just pop up. Oh, I was just checking. There is a spiritual thing attached to it. Life is spiritual.
Yeah.
And sometimes when we say this thing, people don't get it. That is why you don't have to let your body count be so many. Because once the person you are married to, let's say I'm using Uncle K as an example because I know it's cool.
Go right ahead.
You are married to Uncle K. You are married to Uncle K, yeah? Now, in spirit and body, you are connected.
Yeah.
Have some exes, or Uncle K have some exes. Don't forget when that ex have something, body fluids or body fluid or maybe particles, remnants of K with that person.
Yeah.
So if your home is not good, there is something in the realm that tells the person. Remember when the enemy, the devil, Job, it was Job or something, says, where are you going? He says, I'm running to and fro. You remember that story in the Bible? So, because as at that time, it was fornication and adultery that was going on.
Yeah.
Yes, when there is vacancy in that place, meanwhile, the other place is occupied, but your semen, your fluid is with that person. So, it's like a
yeah.
And when that person, unconsciously, if you don't actually intentionally break that thing, exes are strong things to deal with. Because some of the exes, the backgrounds they are coming from, the places they are coming from, the powers that is following them, the authoritarian powers that follow some of our exes, they are jealous souls.
That's right.
So they don't let you go because maybe you didn't even, on the circumstances you people break, you didn't, I think we teach this one before, but for the sake of those who haven't been to our platform before, there are some exes. Physically, he said, I'm no longer with you. But guess what? Because you have body contact, he's still following you everywhere like a monitoring spirit.
That's right.
Have you not seen some exes who have never let go? Why no crime? Why? What's the within that time? But on which they catch us, they really win you.
Yeah. Not tata.
There are some exes you tell them, I'm no longer interested with you. You know, I'm married, think time to, and he will boldly have the audacity.
That's right.
And tell you, he have not stopped with you.
That is why we pray to break soul ties.
You've heard something of that sort come from your ex. Begin to deliver yourself. To be intentional with that person. It's not that person speaking. It is because there is something that he or she have, and it's with you. You have seen his nakedness.
That's crazy.
The very thing which is so important to the person, and especially women do that because they can maybe as at the time he saw K was adopted. And Adwoa Odo might have picked K. Now K is at the spec, or when K met Adwoa Odo was just a tiny little girl, all of a sudden that very boy who didn't see any good out of you saw your children and is wondering, these children can be mine. I could have had kids with this lady. See how fine that baby is now. See how something there's a bit of flesh.
Yeah.
Oh, see how after I left him, now he can speak American accent and all that, blues, all that. So this thing doesn't go away unless you are intentional.
Yeah.
Very, very intentional. When you are breaking with an ex, make sure that you don't see him, you don't smell him, because there is a reason why it's an ex. It's satisfied.
Yeah.
It has served its purpose. It has now no longer have used in your life. So make sure you discard. You discard it and you discard it properly.
Yeah.
Because if you don't do that, if you don't actually be intentional about it, it will come back and bite you.
That's very true.
It will come back and bite you. Because whether you like it or not, there are certain things you don't take it for granted. We as individuals, there are some people, it's cool. When it's over and done with them, they take it in their stride, they move on.
That's right.
Adding that but not move on. So be intentional. Very, very intentional about exes.
That's right.
Aside, the most dangerous part is friends. The third part is friends.
Sister Adwoa, please pause for a minute. Because when you talk about the exes, there are two kinds. There is one whom the other the person did not have a child with, and there are those that some exes do have a child with, right? So when you have a child or children with your exes, of course, you guys are going to contact one another based on, especially if you have shared custody, or the children have to spend some holidays with your partner, and so many things. There are so many things that can play in it. So what advice or what can you teach about those who have children with their exes once the relationship is done and over with? How should they communicate pertaining to the children? And the ones who do not have children with their exes, what needs to be done? It needs to be cut off completely, right?
And so this exes thing, when there's children, remember whoever you are going to marry to for the rest of his life, for the sake of the children, that person will be lingering around the marriage. Now, when there is children, there needs to be discipline on the one who has the children, or the bag is bad.
Yeah.
Because whether you like it or not, you'll be sucked in.
Yeah.
So there must be clear boundaries. And as time goes on, you have to let your partner in.
Yeah.
So that some of the duties that you are supposed to do that could tempt you back into the hands of the other person, so that the who says there's somebody there.
Yeah.
Because it's an ex, but he can sneak in at any time in the name of the kids.
Mm-hmm.
He can use the kids even against you. So as time goes on, whenever that is using Nkwalano against the very relationship, the foundation.
Yes.
Now it will take somebody who is really, really secure and very, very sure.
Yeah.
I'm not going back because say okunu or appetite about setting. When the those who are sorry, now you said the bear idea, the coming to say that you are manako.
No correct.
Now okunu now said if I come also I remember saying I saw the water when you're there and find shit. It is said if I couldn't discipline and I did that so this song and yes on that. That's one you catch it in both ways. And just imagine say what the one on the crown. Every crowd you're no pain. And now you're not shooting to a one on the crown. Unya ateni and now unya ya. It is said or some come back and you're so easy.
Wow. Ube timi asam muanaba.
You can go back so easily when they are children involved.
Because the both of you are familiar with each other.
Yes.
Oh,
and
Lord.
Because you are familiar, now make us say life is spiritual. There is this familiarity in spirit and in body. So the reason why the young before can say it's so easy to spark old flames, Yes, because they've been connected before. They have been ablaze before. There have been passionate, heated times between them before.
Gosh.
He knows his weakness. He knows when to lure him, when he's angry, how to calm him more than you. And I forgot this. The reason why our exes telepathically, when something happens in our
homes, that's it. Great.
They know the mood. They know our physical appearances. You see the pictures even that we put on social media. They know when we are happy and when we are not happy. Because when you are happy, your poses are different.
Yeah.
Your altitude, your personality, when you are glowing in the picture, whether you are gloomy, he knows. So old foxes can come in just because they know you too well.
Yeah.
They know you too well. They can code you. Even your current partner, because your current partner is now coming to decode you. The other one has already decoded you already.
That's
so
right.
We are in competition. One have an upper hand. When they are competing towards whoever is the trophy, the one who has run the test before, the one who is used to the test before, have an upper hand. There's no two ways about it.
That's right.
That's the other person who's coming have a bigger tenacity. Which the third party coming in comes in different dimensions. And tonight, I would say it's only the excess which is the dangerous part. Now, hear me and hear me right. If we have kids between us, they have to be decorum.
Yeah.
I know some people will say, no. Listen, you know yourself. You know sometimes as a man, you don't have strength. A lot of men don't have strength over these things.
Yeah.
And the reason why sometimes some men will say, I want my current partner to know my children is the fact that it will save him or her from a whole lot of things.
Yeah.
The partner will want to be part of the child's life so that between the child, the mother, the people involved, all of them will know their place.
Yes.
It's not for anything. It's not like you, the mother, somebody wants to take your child. No. But so that Aqualano will understand what is going on around Aqualano. At every point, he knows the role each of them are playing. The reason why we hear Papa you too, all of a sudden, or we are parents you too, all of a sudden, one child finds out that my parents are home.
Challenge not be easy. That's like confusing, even like to be receptive.
So that child needs a balance. That child also needs adjusting. That children or the child that the ex have, the new person who has come in, the children need to adjust to that person. And sometimes, if the kids are a bit grown, it's a bit traumatized to them because they are used to a particular person. All of a sudden, a stranger is coming.
That's right.
So some of you that you don't talk to your children before you bring in new people, this is where your trouble stems are. Because if care is not taken, especially for the women, it takes a very long time. The man can go away, have his life, enjoy his life, but with the woman, where he cannot let his offspring be bastards.
Yeah.
Before we don't do that, but when it comes to our work, they take their time and tell the kids, listen, me and your mom is not working, but we will do anything in our power to make sure that whatever that concerns you, we will deal with it.
That's right.
Make us run a chess out because you can meet a narcissist who can mess you up.
That's right.
I'm not saying that we are all good. What I'm saying is marry a kind and a mature person. Marry somebody who also understands the fact that, listen, between me and Adwoa, it didn't work, but we have kids in between us. So therefore, if one of them find a partner, I've said my purpose. The only purpose I have now in Adwoa's life is the children. And when I come around, I should stick to the children. I shouldn't trespass and go and find out how is your new dad like, how is your mom partner behaving, all this. Because see, the third person can even be the children. Now, when it comes to bloodline, always as a woman, remember, say, when it comes to bloodline, X no one. The moment our X no will find out that the man are struggling, you choose the man and the
yeah.
This said, yeah, it be an argument. And I just said, yeah, well, no. You didn't shut down compounds now, or compound house now before. Or no, the Western one, Western. Or no, now, all fact, the end to talk. But, yeah, or yeah, but the back. Or what's a man? Not or what about again. So be back between or not, and then the man, you always choose them against what we now.
Oh, most definitely, yes.
Third parties, children can be the most third party, and now can be a thorn in your flesh for the rest of your life. You date a person, you marry, the child will not come around until you close and find out that life is not black and white as he or she thinks.
Yeah.
That child will get it.
Most definitely. Sister, well, you know what? Certified Lona said, thank you so much for talking about such a sensitive topic. You are so very welcome, and thank you for coming through. Thank you, everybody, with your likes and everything. And please bring in your comments. If you want to join in the discussion, just send the request on TikTok. I will let you in. If you want to come through Facebook, let me know. I'll send you the link. Well, you know, you mentioned something, and Arabi, did agree with that. She said yes, explain to the kids, because sometimes we have some parents, whereas they don't say nothing to the kids, and then the two of them will discuss who the children are going to live with. When it comes to the Ghanaian community, the children ends up living with the mothers majority of the time, right? Earlier, also, when you touch base on sleeping with people, the body counts and everything, and Arabi also mentioned in terms of that's why it's important to pray to cut the ties, because sometimes it's very difficult. You can't just allow yourself to be. Sometimes we make poor decisions, because at times you may see someone, all right, when we are young, some of us, our adrenaline is very high, libido, right? So you see a girl see a guy that she likes with the 6 packs and things are like sparking around. You may likely sleep with the person without having any type of love for the person. You guys just have physical attraction, right? Or you may feel like, when we have Ghanaian women, when we get to certain age, because we think like, we're getting older and we may not be able to bear children. So we settle for anything, even the last one, last stop. So it don't matter. You don't check for the person personality. It's just how the person looks. Some of us get with start dating certain people for trophy wives or trophy husbands, just to bring them out to, greet people, for people to see the type of men that you have or the type of women that you have. Many of us get into relationships and marriages for the wrong reasons. We don't think about what's going to happen in the future. Some of us put ourselves in situations whereas we are not happy, but we're going to stick with it because we don't want our friend, family member to know that we fail. Like, we're not perfect. When you make mistakes now, you need to be able to correct it. If you don't correct it, I say this many times, don't die foolish death. Because when you are not happy, your soul is not happy. Stress can kill a person. You can get stroke through stress. You can become mentally ill through stress. So we have to be mindful. Our decisions, don't look for fine stuff. Because once you have the person, the two of you can shape yourself to become what you want to become, right?
Yeah.
Marriage is work.
I think somebody is saying something very interesting. Certified loaner said, at what point should one introduce their kids to their new partner? So there's two dimensions to this thing.
Yeah.
If you are in a relationship and you have children, yeah, I'm dating Brian. As a woman, I always have to know when we are going to the next level. The early part where I was share Brian, within the first 1 year, you don't know Brian enough. See, when we are dating, Dr. Zita will say we are collecting data. That is the time we collect data. Now, collecting data, depending on the type who you are dating. I know some people, there are some certain traits you will never know until you are living in the same room. That one, I am not ignorant about it. But there are a lot of characteristics about the person. When I am dating the person, I should know. As we are in the talking stage, I need to know the persona of the person. I need to know her interest. I need to bring out that. So when you are dating somebody who have kids, what do you feel about stepkids? Ask him, how do you correct a child who is not yours? Find out information. Answers will give you clue how it's going to handle your kids. By that time, you have not introduced your kids to that person. And not that guy who says he likes you, a few months you introduce the kids. No. And then take your time before you are sexually involved with the person, because some people will say, oh, I don't care, you have kids. But until something happened along the dating line and you realize that this is a wrong beat. So until you get to the next level where you see the person is very serious. Your kids can see that the guy comes there, but don't let him stay in your house. When the kids are there, go and meet him somewhere. And you're dating. Until we can meet outside. Do whatever we want to do. But don't let the kids involved and money may attach to the person until you get to the next level. When Brian wants to actually accept your kids, he wants to go to the next level and batch and say, you're trying to then you introduce the kids, even though they will know. So he is coming around and they will know. Then start letting them come. Don't let them sleep there. Look at how you interact with your kids. Look at how, but even by the time I'll be dating, will be a one not of your parent. Once I tell you I have kids, I'm sure anytime we meet, I will say you can't allow once for me to know, say, we are interested. Well, would do be all the time, all the time, all the time, so what I say, the kids come in
Mm-hmm.
This is where my brothers are always wrong, thinking that because I've told Sister Adwoa that I have kids, the next time I'm going to Sister Adwoa, I'm in the back and I'm next to call Sister Adwoa. No, it doesn't work like that. Sister Adwoa said that you are not even sure Sister Adwoa can treat your kids right. When Sister Adwoa call restaurants, when a sister no kita apalani people, the Sister Adwoa action.
Mm-hmm.
These are the things you should be watching. Sister Adwoa said, "Odo me bano, one me bano ntinada." But Sister Adwoa obi ba all her dream was sorry, and now Yakob gathering be now for every her dream. Sister Adwoa attempt to say it was a palani and the bano.
Mm-hmm.
It should tell you that is how you react to your child. Obana and yes, Sister Adwoa no check obi am wa when you.
Mm-hmm.
Apalaso a only no. The behavior and the tantrums around you is far worse than some palana who are contained.
Yeah.
We are not, Uncle Lee is saying that we haven't talked about the kids says no. We haven't got there yet.
We will get there, Mr. Lee.
Initial stages.
Yeah.
Even the initial stages are
mm-hmm.
Because if you are not get to the next stage, I don't think my children have any business with that person.
Most definitely.
I want to get to the next stage. Your children are not the person I'm going to date. I really have to know who I'm even going to date first.
Yeah.
If I find out the person I'm dating is okay with him, then I'm also going to factor my kids.
Hi, Bright.
I was set and for more your banner edit and
mm-hmm.
I was said sometimes your guitar should push boundaries. Everyone will measure that cancel the date with you and say that my money and I'm into Yama. No matter how you take it.
Most definitely.
The sore loser when they buy Yamia, you want your needs to be met before Apalana or your vulnerable, and now you are so selfish, you don't think about so there is a way to it.
Yeah.
And how matured you are in dating. Our selection, the way as Ghanaians, the selected partners it makes us compromise so much because it's either we are dating for the wrong reason or we are dating can have or said the way or when meeting in need dating or dating. And just actually or to be panel.
Yeah.
For instance, somebody who have come afresh that don't mind to stay with a single parent, but guess what? Now you won't be in a situational relationship. No, but you can hide his feelings.
Welcome, Bright.
They are known. So that you get whatever he wants to get. Now, let's say you open or to me, I decided to say so what? So what you ask me?
Yeah.
That is why you have to push boundaries with the person you are going to entrust your kid's child in his hands.
And sister, well, let me add something to certified covers all loners question. Also, like we have to, like, when you get into relationship with someone with kids, and you have children, you have to, like, make sure that you study the person's habit, and gradually you don't just let the person know you have children, how many children you have, without having to give them too much information. Just put that out there for them to know, say, okay, this person is coming in with 3 or 4 children or 1 child, right? And then as time goes on, don't overwhelm the person by always talking about your children, because a lot of times, the children, the relationship is going to be about you and your children. And finding out if the person loves children before you even let them know that you have children, find out if they love children, they like children. If they said no, then you know how to stir the conversation. If they say yes, you ask them if they have children, if they've been married before. Because, sometimes, as we mentioned earlier, people get into relationship for the wrong reason, physical attraction, the sex is good, or whatsoever, money, whatever. And then once you find out the person, if they like it or not, you guys can date for a while. Don't introduce the children to them too early. Make sure that you truly like this person, because at times you may feel attraction to this person, but you may not want to be in a long relationship, a lasting relationship with that person. Maybe it's just the impromptu relationship is not something that's gonna last. And in and then add what Sister will also, said. Hold on, give me 1 second. Sister I will mention earlier.
Let me add one more thing, Sister Adwoa,
Go
before I
ahead.
forget.
Yes.
If you are in abroad and you are a single parent, you fancy somebody, the relationship to go to next stage by bringing the children in.
Yeah.
This is one other thing you have to do before the person come around your kids. In UK here, there is a law called clearance law.
Yeah.
Clearance law. That clearance law, you go to any local police station, mention the official name of the person you are dating. It's a form you fill. They don't charge that much.
Wow.
Either £8 or £28. Something of that sort. Clearance law say, I've met so and so, but I have kids. I think myself and my children are vulnerable. So I want a clearance law. If you are in UK, anywhere in the United Kingdom, it's called clearance law. Other countries have other names they call it. DBS or CBS, or it's a data they collect about the person you are dating. So whether the person is a pedophilic person, because guess what? Pedophiles want single parents.
Yeah.
Where they are.
Because they're vulnerable.
The person coming for you probably is not you. You are not the target. It's your children.
Yeah.
Your vulnerable young girls in your house. And this time they say we shouldn't say just the girls.
Yeah.
Because there are some boys that they are doing it at their back. So our children might be the targets.
Yeah.
But guess what? They will use you as a bait to get to the kids.
Most definitely.
Some narcissistic women also abuse kids. So your teenage boy who is 16 years old is the one that sick girlfriend of yours wants.
Going to start grooming him.
So you come to your house, and the young boys, your fine young boys that you have in your house, you'll be grooming them to be sleeping with them whilst you, the father, you are away.
Yes.
So when we talk about clearance law, it's not only for the men, it's also
for both.
For the women.
Yeah.
If not for being a sexual offender, that person might have a criminal record. And you don't know what it takes. So get the clearance law. In America, I know different states have different names for it, but they have similar things. This clearance law is a United Nations document where it starts a case in the UK. The father raised it to every court of law so that because in abroad there are social housings around. Now, when social services are reforming people, they bring them around the social homes. Yeah?
Okay.
So they bring them to an environment where it's populated and all that, because the person have maybe reformed and they want the person to get a life back. So a person who has been in prison for 20, 30 years can be brought back to the council houses. There, that place, there's no much control of populated areas. For that reason, to make you safe, you don't want that job from anywhere. All of a sudden, he's so interested in you. He's coming from another state. He wants to date you in New York. And you don't know the damage he has done in that place. Go to your local police station. I'm sure Sister Adwoa does social work. They might the name they call that document, but where you can check the background of the person who's coming around your kids. You don't need to say much in the police station. This thing I'm talking about, it doesn't matter whether on crack or woman crack. Who to me for applying or any local police station in abroad and say I am dating so and so, and the official name, not putting the national insurance number. So only the national insurance number would not be now would die. But you are check now that document when they give to you. Listen, my fellow community Ghanaians said get the document number, not say back or any criminal records or the sex offenders. Get the document number, say a better will buy. Their father too, I must say, because one thing can can't see you.
Yeah.
Even though say get the amount, get the amount for some reason, because of the vulnerability of yourself and your children. But they didn't make you a BBC. I know go an answer. So you cannot go about spreading whatever you find out in that document. Because there's something called data protection. It's there for a reason. So in as much as you are saying, so in Ghana, say digitalization. I know with time you can ask for any record of somebody because guess what? As time goes on, you can go and check whether somebody have criminal records with the police. Yeah. That is digital, where you can check digitalization now, but these are some of the benefits you could get. Embassies, you need your Ghana card because offenses here. And say things are changing, but I hope that with Ghana new government that can will continue building up on the old
in US we have checkpeople.com which provide instant access to online public records in one easy to read report and it specialized in helping you find online public records so that you can have a peace of mind knowing that you and your loved ones are protected. Public record can also be helpful if you are looking to start a business and other stuff. And then they call federal public record are made available through the Freedom of Information Act. So if you go on the internet, because the internet contains a lot of information, sometimes we don't ask the right questions to get the adequate information that we need. Exactly. So we have to be very mindful and getting to know the person first. And also if you find that you like the person, like the person, and you want to spend more time with this person and you hoping to settle down with the person, that's when you bring in talking to your children how they feel about you having a new partner. Because Mr. Lee said something earlier, some kids will tell you hell no, they don't want anybody but their father. They're going to make it difficult for you to really be with this person. So at times it's very you have to be very careful. You might have to date the person outside your children for some time, and then if you feel that it's going to be a relationship that's going to last, then you bring in the kids. And if the kids don't like it, you need to find way and means for them to understand that the relationship between them, you and their father or their mother, is no more, but the two of you will work together to bring them up. Because some kids, they feel like if another person comes in, the other parent will not love them. So you have to really explain to them for them to understand that's not what it is. Some mothers choose not to have another partner up until the children becomes adult because the children are being difficult.
Yes, I'm going to say this in as much as it will sound sour in the mouth of some people. There are some certain stages in your child's life when you are bringing in another person who can distract your child. Yeah, your child is a preteen. When I say preteen, from 10, 11, 12, 13 to until is maybe 15 years old, 16 years old, up until maybe already 17. So one of the man in the work and I'm with Jaya, I 10 years old, but preteen, almost are all over the place. adjusting to new person is really hard. Akwala nankasa life is hard on that person. Akwala young boy, wedi 11, 12 no. Kura na ne body sa. Who say afeye personal and kodega ne na okoso okodunso a enchi bia na ade na perform. Ebi wo ba when you after ade ni gina so che. All those things. This is the time when obenya bonding with me papa. You can talk to his mom about it. Yeah, or secondary school age, 11, 12, no more middle school America, but no more secondary school. After moving your crashes, yeah, the idea after moving about how or finding out or finding who he is.
Yeah,
he's struggling emotionally. What the our year become was sometimes you're pentem intentem, but we don't consider the feelings of our kids. We are not even letting our kids in when we are struggling. And yeah, are just out of the blue. So many people they'll tell you the budget some more or our daily time. Because Apolano up to date and tell once. As at the time, what did I get in question? Now Apolano was struggling and your man at that time. So that time, Kwalano are also struggling emotionally to also adjust to being pubic age. That period is the worst time for a child. So the catcher say we will be for a winning
yeah, so
you grow over it and check Kwalana usa or you're younger and check. I just a Kwala or what strong ties.
Yeah.
Akwala or strong bond with one of the parents.
Yeah.
Especially if it's a girl child, an attachment. Papa, pigano, papa the neck or the papa car front, or your baboya, said the mamma begano. Auntie. Or no so will struggle, but you get over it. And now when you by that time, on when you break up experience. Well, who said life is not stagnant? Things happening, those things happening.
Oh, so thank you, Nana Kwame.
Has already started cycling himself. But near maybe I said, after the only needing Komobi and Tiasia womb. But make us say, just say, oh, abusive relationship, why you cool watching time. Because all abusive relationship, and if I couldn't turn and sack. I am life and death as I land.
Oh my God.
Free woman. I get the rescue center. A man will say, who in the film? Thank you. Starkalan, who in the research, Diana, the toxic relationship, only will say, Adiana, oh, you know, and you for no one safety, it's not the only to explain yourself.
Yeah. Oh, and that's it. That Nana Kwame, Yami Shao, that's it.
Those kind of things, you know, I was saying the party involved, you know, to know who they are, the kind of kids they have, the kind of line of conversation they have to have, the age, what kind of conversation there was some man or say daddy have to go and live somewhere else because of my work. I might not come home as often as as only you know not after what they no credit too. Because only you find out. So long as you are playing your role as a father, and it's a sack, but you get it. And also because of time and how are we getting to know what process you are doing. So what you say. But what the one is so all of a sudden banya or struggle to understand what actually is going on there. So what you say.
Yeah.
It's in as much as say if you are not just the tree and then the thing is not working, but if you can hang in there for the sake of Obaka crack and a medical declaration we are using the back as an excuse in an abusive relationship. And you so I say the money tune you no and not the so. Yeah, I will say you will be that you be and Emma say that they are not to be viewer. It's okay. But who took Sana Mona? Bisa say, how well have I had conversation with my kids? How are my kids going to take this?
Yeah.
How will it affect them additional? Now, I want the final year or control the exams. Time Oba stress about the final year exams. Now who decided says time no na who could
Oh, mommy, let me show this. Put it on here.
Want to be selfish
Sister, let me do this. Come here. Hi, people. This is Mommy. So what she has on is body socks, right? Like it confines some children who are hyperactive, right? So they can put it. She can, if she wants, she can put it over her head, right? And it's like hugging someone. Some kids, they don't like people to touch them. So when they have it, it's very comfortable and it stretches. So it don't matter the size of your child. Even as adult, we can put them on. It constrain us. So like your child, if they tend to move around too much, you can have them. They will lay down, do their activities and stuff like that. She loves to wear them when she's doing reading or using her electronics and just minding herself. She just walked by and it came to mind. So it's really good, especially with children with autistic, ADHA, ADAH. Yeah, they can have this and it will help them greatly. So go ahead.
Thanks for being our model for today. Okay?
I know, right? I normally don't do that, but that really, really, truly helped. And also, Sister, let's put this out there. We do have some children when their mothers or their fathers have a new partner. They don't have behavior issue, but they will start acting out. It will also affect them academically. They will start failing in school or skipping school classes and stuff like that. So parents need to pay attention to all these things. Sometimes you may have your child who is an A student, a B student, and all of a sudden they get in C and failing classes. A lot of parents don't discuss things with their children. They just make decisions for their children. Even when divorce comes about now, I think it's very important to have conversation with your children because some children wants to live with their dad, others wants to live with their mom. We can't decide for them because if we do that for them, it will hurt them. It will harm them psychologically, physically, emotionally. So we want the best for our children. However, it's not every decision that we make that are best for our children. So we can buy our children's love. We have some parents when they are co-parenting, one will be buying love, the other one will be the strict parent. So the child will, of course, love the one buying love for them, like they get everything that they need. Meanwhile, the other parents will be like, no, you can't have it. If it's a yes, both of you have to say yes. If it's a no, both of you have to say no. The two parents have to be on the same page so the children will not split them. I say, they'll come more yes, is the easier parents. So they get away with a lot of stuff. We need to
the birthday party twice a year. Because
it shouldn't have to be. That's very bad.
This is nonsense.
Yeah, that's bad.
You are raising a selfish, self-centered child.
Yeah.
An narcissistic person, because then he goes into a relationship.
Exactly. The two parents needs to co-parent and coordinate his birthday or her birthday together.
The presence of each other until then you'll be out with the cruise.
That should not be, because you see, this is like, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. As you said, they're going to want to get their way, and this is the type of people, when you marry to them, you're going to suffer. Bright, thank you for following. Minister Bright, welcome everybody. So I mean, like, it's not easy to be a single parent. It's not easy to co-parent because sometimes the two of you have different ideas. But the two parents, if you have a child together, it don't matter if you plan it or you did not plan it. The two of you need to come together and, set clear expectation and be on the same page, because you want the best for your child, not for your child to become a pest or a menace in society, right? So you have to do your diligently best. You can't have two birthday party for your children because you can't stand to be in the same room. The two of you made your child together. One was not in one room, the other one was not in the other room when you made the decision to have sex, right? You were on the same bed. You were able to spend that. So you mean to tell me when you set a birthday party, even if the two of you, everybody need to sit in their separate way with your friends, you cannot do it together? That's absurd.
No, you can't see. When it comes to co-parenting, all of us have to take our feelings towards each other.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with the kids.
Sometimes it is really hard, but this is where maturity should play. Should be our focus.
Of course.
But because of bitterness, anger, rage, and how somebody wants to prove a point. Listen,
that's right. Yeah.
We will bring that child up with or without us. Should thrive.
Yeah.
Most of the time, value for money.
Yeah.
You want the man to pay, but you don't want the man to have access to Aqualano. Why?
Yeah.
And
it's not good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Extra tuition fee money and your mobile phone scan physics results is not good.
Yeah.
So 1 year iPhone contract from extra tuition teacher. China your priorities and
yeah.
And so and get them how a structure your banner. It's be creative moisture.
That's right.
Because then a plan will be having an issue with one parent just because in his mind he thinks that the other parent can share the other parent, and penasem, and then we end up also now ultimate time.
That's very true.
And sometimes it is hard because one is doing its best to raise an upright child. The other one is sabotaging everything in his power so that the person will look like the enemy in this situation.
Because they care. A lot of couples, who gets divorced or relationship does not work, right? They hold on to their anger. They become bitter and they want revenge. They don't even think about the child that they made together. Keep in mind, when y'all made the child, right, there was some type of feelings between the two of you. So you have to put your differences aside and do your very best, because whatever behavior you guys displaying, your child is going to mimic it, good or bad. So a lot of times, especially when it comes to African parents, Ghanaians, majority of us have a tendency of carrying our baggages from one relationship into another. Even sometimes we put our bitterness on someone who has nothing to do with your broken heart. So why is it that we can't just let things go? We can't change things in the past. We cannot stop time. We need to be able to give ourselves time to heal. We have a lot of men, especially women, some of them jump from one relationship to another because they are worrying about what others would think. So they need to be in a relationship to feel validated. You have to feel validated even when you are a single person, right? There's a lot of, how you may call it, that dysfunctional mindset and the enslaved mindset is like it just restrict people from stepping out of their comfort zone. I use this as an example. Most of us here knows that in a box, we have 4 corners in the box, within a box. We have some of us who will continue to utilize one corner, forgetting that there are 3 other options that they could use. They will keep pressing the same corner over and over and over because of fear, because of lack of knowledge, because of inability to change their ways. I call them yepenisafo yamfantitimifo, and I like the way I am. I was never taught like that, which are the closed mindset and the fixed mindset. They're telling you no matter what you do, however you go about it, whatever conversation you have with me, how much you love me, I don't care. I'm just going to do things my way or no way. When you are in a relationship with such people or person or married to such person, you're going to suffer because it don't matter how you go about it. They will display the same thing. They will continue to do, like the person that you talking, the couples you're talking about, they have 2 birthdays for their son. If they are in this category, it don't matter. It will still continue. They cannot co-parent. They cannot coordinate things together because it's over. They don't like each other, so they're going to do things. One is going to try to compete with the other person, which is unnecessary competition. And then they're going to have their child be against one parent. What are you like? You raising your child to become a pest within the society. So whichever woman or man who meets your child in their adulthood is going to suffer.
Yeah. We saying all this is the fact that let us know. We know we are digress a little bit, but all these things, can make your child the third party.
Mm-hmm.
Stepchild can be the third party.
Yeah.
And when it comes to step kids, that one is a topic on its own.
Oh yes.
We are more digressed, but we are telling people that listen, third party can come from all walks of life.
Yeah.
Don't let us look at the ones that our partners have sexual encounters with. Third parties can come in different forms and they can come from different angles.
Yeah.
All that we are trying to explain here is a third party can be a thorn in your flesh. Somebody, you and your wife may be confiding. Somebody, an elderly person that you think, when me and my partner get issues, we go and explain to her. That person can be the third party. Because guess what? He or she might tilt towards one side.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's not somebody who is endowed or gifted as a counselor or who actually knows what he or she is doing.
Yeah.
He can mess the two of you up.
Yeah.
Why? Because based on where a affiliation is, based upon where he thinks favors him or her, when it comes to our Ghanaian community, that's how we operate.
That's right.
I'm sorry, but most of the time, the person who took the initiative of going to ask that person might have already done a presentation that seems as if the other party is already condemned before it's been asked.
Yeah.
So that person can be the third party in the relationship, because guess what? Whatever advice will give will be what will be reigning in the house.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever he will tell the person who really trusts him in this relationship. And what betides you if the person is your spouse?
Mm-hmm.
Because the remnant of what you get from that person will be the repercussion that the other party will be receiving at home.
That's right.
You know, some people can confide in their father or their mother-in-law, and it has messed up their relationship. So the third party can come from anywhere. Your mother-in-law can be the third party.
Or your own mother.
You have some unusual relationship with a son. And this one, let me also digress a little bit here so that I will stay. Mothers who have not cut the cord on their sons, third parties. Somebody will say, what are you talking about? Yes. Everybody's mother had suffered.
Yeah.
So you have a child. But if your mother do not cut the cord as you are growing as a whole male child, especially this one goes to the first male child.
Oh Lord.
God besides you when the mother has lost the husband. Now that first male child or that first female child, daughter, becomes the girlfriend for his father. He becomes the husband for the mother. This one is not only the men. But until the parent cut the cord and say, listen, now my son is a full-grown man, is married. I have to allow him to also enjoy his school. Your mother-in-law can be the third party in the marriage. Some mother-in-laws are in Ghana. The couples are in abroad. But they dictate. They are the one dictating the pace the marriage should go in abroad.
That is crazy.
Our community, a lot of them. And this thing can happen based upon the background, the nurturing of the spouse. Because guess what? Some of these men that we met in abroad, their older sisters were the slave queens. They use their body to bring your spouse to abroad.
Oh, wow.
It's a family property. That husband that you married, that girl you met in abroad, you married. Or your so that is why when you are married, when you are dating, collect data. This thing, the day Dr. Zita said it, I said, he just set my mind right there. Because marrying the first male child and your mother-in-law is a widow, I swear to God, until that woman dies in Africa, until that woman dies, or that elderly sister who used their body to build up the spouse you are married in abroad, and sugar daddy brought your husband, or the sugar daddy brought the first male daughter in the family.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, until they cut the cord, you won't be free. This one, there's no whether you go and hide or hide electric pool. This is the gospel truth. This one you get it anywhere. You be praying, you be shakaboing, you go to church so many years, you hear it anywhere. Your pastor is not that deep as I'm saying it. I am telling you, this is what it is. You marry the first female, the older daughter is or your auntie. I will be our friend. And I will walk with Shiano and Wawan. Start my men. Send them my men and cut a cord on the year breadwinner and she any than the swine. Some of you might not understand what I'm saying. The first female child of the family who is the breadwinner, and you met the person in the diaspora, and you are married to the person. Forever, oh God, the mother will have influence, or the father will have influence.
That's crazy. That is crazy.
Oh, that is true. Firstborn sometimes cannot cut the cord. They themselves, by the position of their birth, can make family be the third party or the third person in the marriage. Because once you want to plan with that first male child or first female child, their plan will go to Ghana. You are living the life in abroad. But that firstborn son, that male child, that only male child in the family, that only female girl in the family, everything, attachment is at home, no matter what you do to that person, they will all, because an attachment is somewhere else. Until the person unlearn and relearn that at a point in time, I need to move on with my life. At a point in time, I need to concentrate what God has given me as immediate family.
Oh my gosh, Minister Bright, or see dating mu data. We die finish.
It's something we do, but this time round, I want to face now. You get to know the one. We rush. We are so much. Our feeling.
Yeah.
Allow you alone. Love alone is not enough. Whether you like it or not, it's something we've been doing for years, ages. But this time, people need to be intentional, because when you're intentional, you're
that's very true. I mean, love alone is not available for.
We will be infiltrated by a few things. We'll be enticed by a few things. But allow check, even check. Let me throw this here. Everybody who has excess, can give. But I always say, have a kind person.
Yeah.
There is a difference between a kind person and a giver.
That's true.
Everybody can give, even an unbeliever can give.
Yes.
Somebody who anybody at all can give, because of will be manable so bet.
That's right.
But will be or you're kind, or you're intentional.
Yeah. Or you not
and yes, I won't in a war, or mouse capper, yes, I won't in a war, ma'am. But actually, pebble actually,
yeah,
which I look at our name, I think so. And yes, or market, or ma, a grandma affected or bravo.
Yeah.
Marrying a kind person is better than marrying somebody who is rich. He can give at a point in time, the character, yeah, but the pakuni you're kind. Or you're so intentional, said, or you're now, or the son of worship. You're a person, you're man, or no kind, that is a kind person.
Most definitely.
Yeah, or that kind, you're selfless. And you know what's ya. If you walk around the Muniska, what was that? Obi Wawa, Obi to make us an aqua with dating a wood dating. And Yano, if you walk around the crowd was cassette.
All right.
But you find your kind, what you say, or today, yeah, or the better ye. Every as they say, them to talk so man. So what you say?
Yeah.
Allow you alone, or don't what is not enough.
Oh, it has to be through action.
One thing I thank God, and young man life has grown at us, and time again, nobody can convince me of anything.
That's
it's right. A kind line, or you're very kind.
Wow.
You go exceptionally. One will testify that. One say yeah, which na bontia. One will say which na bontia. Now say me kuna. One say yeah, they all say me na me shirt trousers no, me shirt trousers no.
Which is skirt no. Yeah.
Papa is kind. It was brought up well.
Wow. God bless him. No, Diama. Wow. Wow. Oh, yes. Yeah.
Or you give back a car, the character in ya. The mountain up will do a while, you put the money in the actual set or ban 18 or canal, some or pet, before flower.
Yeah.
Or was the car, and the super in the day.
No correct.
Or was the car by Junior Danny, Sadia or
Adwoa Odo. Wicked mindset. Yeah. Disrespectful.
Disrespect or the amount. Just said, and I'm the lay or no.
And quiet.
Collecting data is imperative. Time I mean, this is why I need to find out who you are.
Yeah.
I need to see push boundaries.
Pay attention to the character. Yeah.
I told you what I mentioned that in your one, but if you want dress, when you say you're put date tonight, 2 bedroom, you listen. I don't feel too well. Can we call it off? I just want to see your reaction towards that.
Yeah.
If you want your restaurant, So common dinner said your casanco. Oh, my common dinner, crab, measured that I catch will say, young Kodiji, you get to be a young one is me, young Kodiji. What we said, or will be a forward wood, be a dean, and you want to change your 100 clothes, people 1 amount.
Oh, yes.
A while when we said, I ran away. A Gianni, you can even eat where Yago. As a sort now, somebody one and someone, 1 year, you to be the one to call.
Since I will, mini pebia will start assembly off air. What say? He's saying that there are some wives, some mothers, like when they have a child or children now, their children or child becomes number one, and they disregard the fathers of their child or the husband, whereas the husband does not get any type of attention, especially once they have the children or the child now. They no longer want to do ta-ta-ta.
That is not true. That is not true. Listen. This thing, but when I walk, I can't want them. So back before the one here, because what I was just talking about set me kind. My last born, I think said those of you who have followed me on Facebook. Those of you people like yourself and Amma Manson and other people who are close to me know the story. So I've shared it several times on social media. I do that because I want to teach other people. Say, a war can alter your life.
Yeah,
a war me last born. Now there was some now wheelchair.
Wow.
And guess what?
Amen to that.
You need free hospital by him.
Oh my gosh.
Now, me could be quite Juma. After me could paternity leave or be quite Juma. And soon you, Bema, let it go so be any pajama or the nearest bathroom. It was sorry, time with Jeremy. We sit at running to me.
Wow.
But come it was. But just a number one, let me cross from me. Can't credit horse, daddy. I'm not saying you're not a tata. Now, pay a pajama. You are pajama.
Wow, that's incredible.
Not if you are running back for that. One bath. Not up to me. Also, mammy, me away. If you are not where Jarem just means that. Check, Mister, what will be or your kind.
Yeah.
Or your kind that one. Jesus. Let me not say a lot of things here. But I make us say a war can alter or by the life. A Billy said, I want to be my sexual libido crab for my dear make catch the wing. Be actually, it's been in the America. Because of the agony and the pain, if you are or baby or what, it's be chanasi. Now, sitting down on the down, a young now, Sammy Pacono, he threw it out of duty.
Yes.
Now, you get the full attention of your wife. It means that you must do something exceptional. There are other things you can do. There are other things you can do to turn the person on so that time I will be yourself. Not just that you have worked on the person, because guess what? Say, I will mama tenka at a qua. A juba want to say, I dare not hear you would say. My father say, I'm just giving you some of these tips because that what will be a say.
Yeah.
It will be attention in no. Yes, I'm here. Find out what your wife is even going through emotionally. Check there were PTS. I do wow, baby will be baby it's the just say he's functioning or papa, but he's no longer the same person again.
That's right.
I want to make someone sense so. Better say, make me say only a tubal ligation.
Wow.
What that thing and only a resectomy. What that thing means, let's say. I dear mommy, your body, you be a few. Even though say, be your bad, be our but there are other things which are not there.
Yeah.
Now, subconsciously, even though a surgery, I damage it in some way.
Yeah.
Because of your bad, washroom, what who says something has gone out of you.
Yeah, something.
And that thing you don't have words to explain because a
mm-hmm.
I am passionate about this thing because remember the breakers are there, but the bear money name said, and never be what you must because you really need confidence. It's me to Nija as a bar. I am able to talk like this because I got a man who understood my body, who went through the journey with me, and every year, check. This is not how I would like my body. Maybe I never a fruit. No, family crew will prefer for me to have this if only I will stay alive. And I'm not ashamed of this. I'm unapologetic about it.
Most definitely.
I'm able to speak like this because my husband is the backbone who will keep saying, what the assassin said, I want you with a baby. I would rather prefer you stay alive and let us train this child together. And we do it hand in hand because there are some days you can go down, make a bit emotional, but we didn't hear this over my
no correct.
These things psychologically.
It affects you. No correct.
And sometimes they don't have words to explain how even their body, all of a sudden, a very healthy person will be a me who obtain now you be a woman material. Now you can clear me, you be clear me and I'm a brain. Now, some people to Masia, and I be a Kalama one who have and I'll be here one day. I said, if you are and so Bearman, not a young Yansa said, or baby Sam said, I do what, dear now, person in your mouth at the boy. But I get too heavy, and you
yeah.
A lot of them are selfish. He doesn't even want to do house chores. The ones who does it and so forth say, "May yama emotionally, how emotionally sound is the person?" And to those of you who are saying, we don't want to do that. I'm giving you a clue, and I am no more saying, bring that topic up. And you could be shocked some of the things that will be never catch.
No crisis. My
head, my shoulder, my knees, my toes. I know say a big man never.
I'm got
a situation here. Me can't be more. Say I work an altar of our life, and I say I don't be. Will be what now a beer cancer with a bush. One go through life changing experience.
Yeah.
As for bar, and I say all in the 40s, body is telling him something. No problem. So I got not doctor who could do fun and sense. So say, I hear what we are there. But guess what?
Yeah.
Guess I walk out. I always say, you walk out when was so
yeah.
It's no longer the person you met. And these things, because I have healed, because I'm continuing to do work, I'm still healing from it. That is why I'm able to talk about it. That is why I'm able to say that, and
yeah.
Work with us. Who say who offer body centers?
Yeah.
For instance, will be a common proposal age one.
Sister, pause over there because that one is very important. Yenya manum be the comments at Toto has say, and I want to implement that. Obapa Ama Blue said, love alone is not available for. And then we have Arabi, when you were talking in regards to everything, I watch and when Nipeduano Noma, I said that's it. And then she said yes. And Obapa Ama Blue said, dear God, on the issue of men, take away those who won't benefit us. Amen. And then Arabi said, some men are so in touch with their emotions and a woman's femininity. No crow, that's true, pa. And then certified loaner said, when you use the it describes a lot of things. And then Arabi says, yes, so tuba hey, my glasses.
Tuber ligation has one.
Tuber ligation. Okay. I had one. Oh shit. Oh. Hey. Sorry, guys. I need my crap. Yeah, so tuber ligation. I had one. I think that sometimes no test and and then I'm a blue say at all costs I won't settle for less, which is very true. And then Arabi says, in Sempi, God bless the committed men who keep learning to do better every day. Amen to that. That's how when you were talking in terms of everything that you have transitioned from, and where you are. Like I remember prior to marrying my husband, I didn't wait till I married before I had sex. So we had sex before we got married, so I didn't get my period. So as women, when you don't get your period, the first thing you think about your monthly menstruation is that you pregnant. I took the pregnancy test. It says negative. So I told my mom, the nurses, when you tell them something, the first thing, go see a doctor. So I scheduled to go see a doctor. They did a pregnancy test, negative. And then I took an x-ray, and the doctor called me. He was like, they don't see things clearly, but they see like a little spot. So I need to go take MRI. So they have me go see a specialist, and I took the MRI, and they told me that I have a solid mass on my right ovary. So when the specialist looked through my everything, they recommended that I had a surgery, right, to remove my right ovary. And when I met with them, it was 20. The surgery they said it 20 days before I got married. And I had some people, they were like, oh, you're going to have to postpone your marriage. I was like, I am still getting married. I'm not pushing it anywhere. The day that my husband and I said we're going to get married, so we got married on the 26th. I had to do the surgery on the 6th. So I have 20 days to heal, and they gave me it's usually 6 weeks. So after I had the surgery, I had to go live with my parents. But when I had the surgery, prior to having the surgery, they will give you the worst scenario. That the specialist was like, right now the surgery is regarding your right ovary, right? Because you have a solid mass. It's damaged. So what was our body speaks to our body, they communicate. They were like, because when you have sexual intercourse, your right ovary received the sperm. So the fact that it's damaged, the left ovary is just chilling because it knows that the right ovary is receiving it, but because the right ovary is damaged, it will receive, but it doesn't function or does anything. So I told Kay, and at first I was a bit hesitant because I didn't know how to start a conversation, how to go about it, how to explain it to him clearly, because we haven't gotten married. We are in the process of that. So my heart was pounding like crazy. So finally, I went home, we ate everything, and then, I let him know. He asked me how the things go. So I had to kind of break it down, everything. And I asked the doctor, with that ovary removed and with the left one there, would I still be able to get pregnant? And they said yes. So I explained all that to Kay and everything. And he was very receptive. He's very kind also. And my heart was like, that's when my heart just relaxed, because I didn't know how he was going to take it. And then The surgery day came, the doctor was like, okay, so right now we're going to remove the right ovary. However, if we go in there and we realize that it has affected the left one, we're going to remove it also. And I said, by God, you not. Do not touch my left ovary. I don't care under no circumstances. Even if it's rotten, do not touch it. Because I'm not giving you permission to do that. I only gave permission to remove the right ovary. So the doctor was like, okay. When I came to, the pain was so excruciating. I could not even think. And I saw a different doctor because the one that did the surgery, he's a specialist. He does like more than dozen surgery in a day. So he moved from one to another. So when I came to, the doctor was like, do you need pain medication? I was like, which ovary did he remove? And he was like, I don't know. I was like, well, find out because I need to know which ovary he removed. And they paged the doctor many times for 30 minutes came past. And keep in mind, I was still in pain, but I refused to take pain medication until I know what is up with my body. So finally, the doctor got back to the new doctor overseeing to my recovery, and he said the right one. So I was like, so the left one is normal, is fine, is intact, nothing. They were like, yes, you good to go. And I was like, okay, please give me the pain medication. The doctor was like, oh my gosh. He was like, I know how painful it is. And for you to just refuse to take it. So when my mom came, the doctor told my mom what I did. And my mom was like, this one, she would not go through with anything if she does not get what she needs to get. Fast forward, after you have surgery, you need to be able to pee or release yourself before they discharge you. For for 10 hours, I couldn't pee. Hey, I couldn't do anything. And I tried, I pushed, nothing. So my heart, I was like, oh my gosh, what is going on? I need to be able to release myself for these people to discharge me. What's going to happen? Was this on? So I felt I had anxiety. I was like so scared. And I didn't know. I was like, okay, first of all, I have to self-talk myself to relax my mind, relax my body, and everything. So after like 10 and a half to 11 hours, I was able to like urinate. And then they were like, okay. And my mom was like, she will make sure that, I released myself. And the doctor was like, the rules. My mom was like, yeah. So I have to go through all that. But I was able to go through both. And they finally discharged me. When they discharged me, I don't know, parents, my mom asked me to leave with them. They didn't want me to stay with Kay, because I guess they think that we will not be able to follow through doctor's orders. So I stayed with my parents throughout the 20 days that we were going to get married. So the day came, the clothes that I bought, when I put it on, I have a little, bump because it was still swollen. The surgery was still swollen. It was still healing and everything. We had the party. Oh, I had the best day of my life. I'm dancing, even though I shouldn't be because I'm still recovering. But I was so happy and everything. Kay was, God bless him. Because how many men will wait 6 weeks after they get married before they can get some? Because Kay couldn't go to the road. And he waited. He was so patient. And I felt really bad for him because imagine you have your cake right in front of you, but you cannot eat it. And for God be so good, after 6 weeks, you have to go back, to do follow-up checkup, right? So I went, and the doctor did the checkup, everything. He was like, wow, you heal very well. Everything is intact. Everything is going well. You should be able to conceive within, he said, you should be able to conceive after a year or two. I was like, say what? I was like, I'm 34 years old.
Wow.
I was like,
yeah,
I was like, I'm 34 years old. I mean, I need to have my first child. So the doctor was like, he had that many surgery, but like this specifically, it's a year or two that so far he had. I was like, I know my God. So my younger sister, Crisscross, I was talking to her and she was like, you need to challenge God. You need to challenge him. And then when you challenge him, you need to be able to give thanksgiving. So I challenged God and I asked him if I'm able to get pregnant before the year ends. This is what I will do for him and everything. I kid you not. 2 months after the surgery, I conceived Nana Kwesi. And even when I conceived him, I was oblivious to it. I went to my mom and I was like, damn, now of lately, every time I eat, the food will just stay here on my chest. And my mom is looking at me. My mom was like, when you going home, get a pregnancy test. I was like, for what? She was like, just get it. On my way, I went to 99-cent store and I got 2 pregnancy tests. I came, did it. It says positive. I was like, wait a minute. This is 99 cents. Maybe it's not. Exactly. It hasn't expired and stuff, but I was like, it's too cheap. So maybe it's just playing tricks on me. So I went to Rite Aid and I got another, which was like almost $20, and I came. So I have 4 different kinds, and they all say positive. So I'm like, oh my gosh. I was cooking and doing things, and I lined up all the pregnancy tests on the dining table. Kay was at work. So when he came, I was still cooking, and I asked him to get me something from the dining table because I wanted him to see. So when he went to get it, he stopped and he was like, am I seeing what I'm seeing? I was like, yes. He came and lifted me up and we were going crazy in the house. It was like the most wonderful feeling ever. I went to see my specialist, the doctor. He was dumbfounded. He was like, he said he had been a surgeon for over 40 years. And never in his life had anyone had that surgery and conceived less than a year. So my God was good to me and trusting me. What I promised him, I did. I remember, I don't know how this lady saw it. What you said? He said Chiame's power. Ayo. We give it to you. Take it. So when we went for the Thanksgiving, I put the amount of money I promised in an envelope. And when we went to do offering and tithe, I have my tithe book. I put in my tithe, everything. And then I put the other envelope. I don't know how that lady saw that I was the one that put that envelope. I went to sit back down. She came to me and she was like, oh, Sister Adwoa, is this tight? And I looked at her and I was like, no, it's not tight. It's something between me and God. So please do not let anybody know. Just put it with whatever. And she said, okay. So that from that day on, that's when that I believe in my maker. God, no matter what,
something to blow your mind.
Whatever is you going through, however it came about, believe it and challenge him Trust me, because I'm not saying someone told me. I'm saying this is what happened to me, and God, oh Lord, He blessed me. Not just Nana Kwesi. He blessed me with mommy also. You know, they 2 years apart, and I only have one ovary. I am, even though I'm missing part of me, I'm still whole, and I'm able to deliver beautiful children. So don't give up. You know, in life, challenges comes about, because a lot of time I would never have thought that I will have to endure something like that, because I feel like I'm healthy. I eat healthy, even though I don't like healthy food. But my experience, you know, and this just happened. I was having my period. All of a sudden, my period stopped around the time I was just about to get married, right? And I went through these challenges. Kay was by me. He never turned to look the other way. He supported me, even through the pain. Oh my gosh, it was just incredible for him to have the patience and for him to continue to care and love me for me, and not, you know, make me feel any other way, nothing but love. It was just incredible. So because Sister Awomiko share her own personal, I feel like I needed to share my also, and I have a family member who went through the same thing. Yeah.
I just want to tell our men that childbearing alter our life as women.
Yeah.
Even to the one who have the easiest childbirth.
Yeah.
That is why, as a woman, you shouldn't have more body count.
Yeah.
Because that can also be a deficit for you. See that one ovary that was left.
Yeah.
If I didn't think that you have numerous body count.
Yeah.
That ovary would have been weak.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Yes. That's very true.
So, this is where the church, I said, when they are telling young people sex abstinence, this is how practical they should be.
Yeah.
With young people.
Yeah. I know, right?
Those of you that is young, you don't know what the world will ask for you. 5 years, 10 years down the line, some colossal young boy, washing beer, why watch the
no, correct.
Then by the time you get the right person, now who would accept you?
I'm pro, like.
And some of them are proud to say this nonsense
on social media. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, some of you. I am saying this because I shared this story before.
Yeah.
And part of our men thinks that
yeah.
No, there are so many things that is going on. And PTSD, a cause after childbearing, it is real.
Yes.
Now, what we are black don't crack. It's because where we were nurtured, where we are coming from.
Yeah.
You need to get on with things. So they don't pay attention to you. Nobody even have time for you to know what is going on with you. But as Dan Kenya, Mr. Enemy, the actors. And it's no Yariano, and young one, Apa won't to man who are I will be Apa won't to man. It's one much success and it's and a hands on a drove or higher. This is also Diana and time are you.
Yeah.
Ghana, the Yana, which no come I do great and it was all sorry. And she opened them community where you crack, and to quack or put so high drink or Yarin or move back on a Tia Faso. But then yes, you find a son, or they console Yari.
Oh, no, crack some.
To our men. And your mother, Cosso, Yakin. You can't say, I alter our life. I mean that
yes. Yes.
Especially who are to be pine and near pineage. Dear sister, Adwoa can see who are also be about my inbox who said, you may make kind one, Tim Median. Sister Adwoa, dear, and one side of par, ye, I would be over so. Human ligation, you didn't mean in every book. And I your resectomy. One set and Palana, yes, Zerena, your pie was sick, or abdomen near Yapalana.
Yeah.
Resectomy, your pie with young. I saw what I had social media needs me into, but what shall the food swap? What say a pie from me who was sick?
All the way.
Sad divine will could not him as Sobana will show one. It's a very good check.
Yeah.
The healing process is very long because you like to go and swim or something. Oh, to me, it's just swimming because
Debbie, I know I share one piece. You always covering that car. Yeah.
What did you school? We walk away. Jim be anywhere very registered. Jim no come registered. Now, oh, a member, no question records, no who say, Yama, we are Koswa. Then they will draw. They will call you and then they say that our license does not cover this thing. What they are saying? Because he doesn't want to be liable for it. And you don't know what the person is going through. When they catch yourself, say, man, you know, I have to say, Baby Joe. When they catch actually.
Yeah.
At the end of our dream, the person is conscious about his body. At the end of the summer, and now if you walk around, you can't go and cast a walk. Said you would see the Mafanasa on Shelly, the new crime, and I said, yeah, why yet? Or then the not or bar was the area. Said the Abrantia, Shas, Washer, and the breath said, in life has been altered. And your son, the rabbi,
yeah.
Because say, where did you add there? Look, but you can say, if you were far, not that reality, and not to yet be our community. When to be a young and what in it back.
Oh, yeah.
How do you understand these things as a man to be able to support your wife? Because for the rest of his life, I know about it.
Yeah, I mean, to say, Obi one of my allegation, they said, "Would two of you need one of my how you can't conceive?" How?
You see, it took me before apart from say, as at that time, you see, the Adwoa, a deal my job before so. This one, you need a therapist to actually work around you because you need to come around with. And what I'm saying is, if I took Ghana, how many of them can even afford a therapist to understand what their body is going through?
But sister, well, you know what? You definitely right, because after my surgery, right, I have a good support system. Kay was there. Both my parents, my siblings, crisscross, you know, like with all my belief, you know, everything. I have to thank my baby sister for it, because she's the one who truly, truly made me believe in God. Because, you know, when she asked me to challenge him, when I got off the phone, I was like, this girl is like funny, like challenge me, like where? Because at the time almost everyone is a Christian. I was a Christian, but I was not close to God. I was not close to God as my baby sister was. And when she asked me to challenge him, and I did challenge him, and you know, oh my gosh, our God is good. And he provide me everything that I asked him for. The one thing that I would tell people who are believers, when you challenge the maker and it comes to pass, you need to follow through with what you promised to do. Do not take anything out of that. If you tell God, I'm going to give you 200 cedis, 500 cedis, 1,000 cedis, even if you don't have it, make sure you provide what you said you're going to give him. Because the thing is, when we don't follow through our promises, you will start losing some things around what he has given you, and you're going to be ungrateful and say, and start not believing. Everything that we do, there is a design for it. So you have to be honest with yourself and to your maker. Do not lie to your maker, because he already knows when you promise, he knows you're going to be deceptive or you're going to follow through it. Don't do it halfway, do it all the way. And like as I said, I wasn't a believer, but since that time up to now, like one time I had a dream. Sister, I think I had a vision, you know. Guys, bear with me for a minute, but I think, sometimes when you talk, it brings something up. I was laying down. I used to have a bin bag. Kate threw it away because after during the pandemic, he needed to make a small office for me, so we needed to but I love that bin bag. It just, relaxes you and it measures your body and everything. But it was old enough, so it needed to be thrown out. I was laying down, and it's like, I don't know if I was dreaming or if it was like, I can't explain it, but I can't say what it was, if I was in a trance or if I was in a dream. So I was laying down, and as I was laying down, I saw my maker, and I felt this warmth from my head to toe. And it was like something that was like browsing through. And as it was moving, I was moving along with it, with him. And at some point, he went away, but I was still feeling his presence within me. And I woke up from there. And when I woke up, I still have that warmth with me. So I'm sitting there. Kay had left for work. So I was just laying, and the TV was on. My phone was laying on my side. And I pray and I thank God for allowing me, for him receiving me, giving me the strength, everything. You just need to be thankful. And even talking about it now, it's the picture is so vivid in my head. And I was like, if someone has told me, I'll be like, y'all making it up. But I saw it, and like, oh my gosh, he was so peaceful. And it made me feel good. So it's like, there isn't a day I leave my house without praying. I say prayer without believing is useless. You have to believe in what you pray on. You have to believe, and when God gives, he gives it little by little. It's the big thing. I wanted a child. He gave me a child 2 months after a surgery. It was impossible because the doctor himself said that is after 1 year. So people who was in part of my marriage, they thought that I was pregnant before I got married. I was like, well, then if you look at it in that sense, that means I carry my son for 1 year, because I married in August and I have my son in August, whose due date was in July. But he decided to stay there more than 2 more weeks. So it's like, a lot of times we feel things. God, he's a spirit. We feel it within us. So those who believe in him, or those who pretend to believe in him and mock him, and just use his name to deceive other people, they need to stop, because karma does not have expiration date. And when he comes up, when he remove himself from you because you are not honest with yourself and other people, you're going to suffer. you're going to suffer for real. But like every time I talk about it, I have goosebumps over me. It was just incredible. As I said, I didn't know. I think I dozed off, so it could be a dream, but it felt like I was in a trance. It's either or, but I know what I felt and I know what I saw. And I remember within that week, I had asked God to use me for what He brought me to this world for, and He needs to give me a sign. And boy, oh boy, that came so quick. So I try to, be an honest person and live life as it is, enjoy, and, do things that will, give me love and others love. But it is just crazy. I just wanted to share, guys. Today I feel like what we're talking about is bringing other things. So when you were talking about ligation and you explain everything, Arabi says I thought BTL was more of suturing of the two. So Arabi said, what an awesome encounter and experience. Beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. But I tell you, everything, like when it comes to my belief, my baby sister needs to get all the credit because she's the one who pushed me and held me accountable in everything. Like when we talking about something, and that girl, one day I'm gonna bring her over here. When she start preaching, you guys will be like, say what? She's really good. She understands the Bible more than I do. I'm just learning. I'm not a veteran in there, but she's a veteran, and she's my baby sister. You would think that when it comes to Ghanaian sister, onua penny nini akitwa kasache no ntie, but that's not me. Our family, we listen to everyone. It don't matter. I talk to my parents sometimes. Like I talk to every single person. If you think it's going to be beneficial, listen. If you think it's not, that's on you. But we can say you have to be older person to make sense. We have some youth who are intelligent. Some of them are geniuses. So we have to start listening. Arabi said, I would love to hear from Crisscross. Yes, Crisscross. One of these days, guys, I'm going to get my baby sister to come.
I think as a family,
Mm-hmm.
back together for a reason.
Yeah.
When the family dynamics are right, you realize,
yeah.
And when the parents do their diligence with the kids, it brings the best out of every child.
Yes.
I told you a while, even though they were brought up by the same mother, father, would you do that?
Yeah.
And collectively, and my family, are strong.
Yeah.
This conversation has digressed to that because you can't lifespan that all these things are intertwined.
Yeah.
Your spirituality.
Hey, brother, too. Yeah.
Survive when the storm brews, it will lifespan.
Yeah.
Now, family dynamics now. It's so imperative that I was any practice because the one you will mess up.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, you will be graced experiences and really understand these things. We're doing well. I sorry, I started actually say abstinence. These are practical things they could have used instead of saying you're spiritualizing on one because what spiritualizing at the end and then bringing the curiosity. It didn't help. It didn't do the needful. But if the person had practicality, what that thing could have brought, the dangers, then when the person or one of one wouldn't say, or be intentional or to divine or you're not saying, and with the consequences. enti a whole sunsanso no want to be the blue the chair saka say ya more do empire more do empire say bra na wakoto obi mu na no you want some kwaji akwala no and na me ba papa no dwane ye no saa ne ma ne ma nyina e be tie time aso because at the end of the check whether we like it or not. The whole is governed by systems.
Yeah.
And systems will be protocol, be another system, so they build it. It doesn't work like that.
Yeah.
It doesn't work like that. Mama Yanti, yes, sir. Step who a bino so, a put in a bite and temple for so, or if you are not bino, a see a sign, or say my papa is 1 bedroom, so you have done yourself to sex.
Most definitely.
It's a set I will force started and can no pressure will must say. Send a to me was. If you are papa, and I'm money, I want your papa, coming over your better than
of course.
We actually started saying a cassan, preach your man. Your mother from one back and said, you see a money you mini here Cacraniano, and your brochure on the buy, I don't mean that of the glass up and rather so any skill that's why
I can't tell you.
I know Papa Munti, chocolate cacro, I don't come to watch low, and now many in I'm supposed to take I can afford it, but I'm afraid I didn't tell because the way I am to say, would it be here yet? Now, my catcher said, would be a year when you would if one I hear now what time I'm would as we back the other side of this world, what shopping center, often, you add that so your skill, and they are that's why they say goodbye.
Yes.
Oh, good evening, I will to be. What yes, and the one back to the afternoon, not back to the afternoon. Now, when you are this thing an HA, and the near man you live, either say if I couldn't know, already you fool. And answer will be a whole private chian of his life. Now, say Chian the cry, you have done me the service. At the end, I put in here outside the room, and my Adiano being so fast whooping.
Yeah, some more.
These are the dynamics. Say, the parent wants to make your shift to room. With the Dema, is this super chinting, one was shift to room, the other shift, your man will be at the Simpson.
I know.
After now, when you will be Papa now, will bet me a show. I get the need for not just a my when you not Arabi can't be do has seen. Let me address that.
Accountability and responsibility. Yeah.
No can be say or full set like
oh yeah.
Rexectomy no and you are what you like because there will be internal bleeding. When that thing was going on, so many things were going on that day with my body. The surgery me ban.
All right.
Because that my follow Facebook. Me ban na chire me ban. Enti na me ban, enti na mo ka se me ban be nya down syndrome. Na me trust can na me ban ani mu kura ye wu. Na ama akola na ani me before me. Enti no na me koye scan na omo say me ban no e disabled be vegetable kan ko se me ho no na ma wo de no so mo say anytime dia as time goes on mo say ma wo de dey chi me who how I best explain it to people to understand that basic knowledge about what was going on is what I'm telling you.
Okay.
Besides, that day, so many things were going on with my body.
Wow. Wait, they all happened at once?
At once.
Hey, sister said. Wow.
Yes, sir. At the tuber ligation to collect, and you know. And now,
Rami, Merry Christmas to you too.
I was saying you might want to. But men can't wait for anything. Now. But the American say life can throw something at us we are not prepared for.
Oh yes. And
that is time and those days caught up with us. Now so you accountable. Now you take responsibility. And talk about who are a number so. Seven mother one the G and the papa the two of the was a me to try to make with the other camp. Maybe a yellow, I want so I'm a poor with my poor then swat. You are doing me, even though say I want here again, Shrano. I told you why you be on the answer.
Yeah. Oh, yes. That's very true. It's crazy.
They see a good and to 2 years because now I swear a group of bar and sana.
Welcome, everyone.
How that is, I don't know. But the person in will say, I want the part of class and the point my auto say Pusiano or Lupono, the who are later, you'll be lucky to your body telling you something just after 1 week, you'll be lucky so that you'll be able to address that situation. Yeah, also the call Yama to say Pusiano. If you are later, it will match up with that person.
Yeah.
What alters us as a man, but because we are all wired differently,
that's very true.
Extreme, and extreme cases even a year control. So when you have that extreme side now, and easy. Say, what you could share, one man is spent, not a pala, a back, and pinning Cassini, a wapalano, not any woman. It alters my life, whether you like it or not.
Almost definitely.
My appetite for sex, my libido is low. It is your job as a man to tilt me back.
Yes. Yes.
Guess what? There's a whole lot of things. I know Michelle video about a couple of months ago, and a Jamaican man said, a lot of women, when we are asking you to come, you say, I'm not coming. I'm not tell your man to come. I realize that it's an ignorant man speaking. It's a man, though, but he's speaking like a boy. You don't know anything. He doesn't know anything. Yes. Obabi, Nankatiti, they take off. People who are no one want them or the dirty side. And I'm a one so a man come and pose our mood automatically. That's our Obano. Who say, what do no canna? I saw a ticket in a home or so dinner, the homemade, what do Sakana, Sani Panu, do baby, I know why I'm. Yes, I am normal.
That is how you see. This is one of the major problem as someone a warrior community in this society. It be a illiteracy. It be just pure ignorance. And now to say, oh,
actually, the ignorance is more.
Exactly. Exactly.
Literacy, and cashy because even before any your forefathers and our mothers knew, and never be a normal say a witch in the back.
Yes.
Because of the tracky and sometimes men selfish egos and other things that we all Debiano as a oba and just say Debiano of bad money feelings is more considered as if
oba yes.
Yeah, selfish interest is more at hand. It's over to me, you do something, or better do a while. If you are so about when you're ready, now you will. I feel like I won't believe you know my emotional blackmailing. Come on. What has that got to do with time? I won't person with the only of bad, we didn't afford that, but only that year, Miss Anne said. I do a young cry there, you money matters.
I think, sister, I won't my dear. Say okuni or yere and I say boyfriend girlfriend say my dream bomu say okay you beti me ashase ehun right na mu mudru baby no mu beti me ashase edi mu fine but say some enuma esisi wo Ghanaian community ni society ni no ye men man do na treat ye man say yeah, sex objects, which is totally false. Because maybe one relationship or new woman, aside from a DNA, BB and Kahubim. And yes, ye man ni binum. Oma mammy at Rome say, Woo your bano, wo tonga no na ade benya sika enti no betimi di ama at any point anytime any ye wo man bi nso a omonte aware ase because aware edie ka ho eni kwa se okun epa achow ewo tonga ho enti no ye wo man bi omote aware mu a se ni kun pese ode ne ho kana wahye nika pompochen wose wo pe bibi nti be ma ne mfa ma ne nti no ma ne mfa ne ho nka no wonso aware you promise for better or for worse ni nyina na die ni ka ho bi yet ase sometimes our libido goes down a true age bi a me hit 45 na sister wo e ka se ke dwane me sat and e ba bi a ke be fa bia na me di nachi because my libido it just shut up and I wanted it as to whether he doesn't or not. Well, when you too, sister, I am ready
whether he wants it or not.
Me na me catch row. And yes, I was chasing him in our house. And found was na nkola no wa ha say, oh, ebi wo ho no mo kra me timi ka kira nkola ne say me sisi ye me ya wo papa atwetwe ama me. Ti mo mo me bopon ni. Oh, enti no te say e wo mre bi edru ba bi a atinka ne teko. But as a man, as a father, as a woman, as a mother, ekwan be na mo mienu as couples, mo mienu mo be fa so na modi hu nkomo na modi nioma atutu ye because enye da bia na ebeye sa sweet sa so hu ena yesi e martin kan wa akire ena edie nso e ma ye ho ba na enye se wa ade ani susu dindindin na ma ye ho ba o ayesa adu ayesa nju ye no mi no eno ena ma ya tinka because say e fa ya ade ne ho enti no sa flexion no eno na ema yeti atinka but the ema sa atinka no ne etimi e release ye ho no any foreplay send your obefi oba no send your obefi be ma no the caressing wo ka sweet words egu nipa na sum wo twetwe na adwen de ba de na mo ye ne so be romantic enye se enubon na de ba motom kankan na de ba ni nyina no maintaining good hygiene hwehwehwam se wo hu ohwama wo kun oyire cheseda bia no osan wudi wachi every single time because wo smell no become something unique for unhokan for bema na so oba no enti every time bia no wo fi a opese wo twe ben enti anya wo kura na wo beka wo de ne ho beba.
We are not educated enough about the complacency of our bodies as women. Yes, it's true. And a lot of us already experience sex before we get this knowledge, which is wrong.
Yeah.
And knowledge, you know, and you even engage in sex. So what in your work, which I would say school, Aquala routine, and that's why they do the sex education for the Aquala to know his body, the complexity of everything before and son Aquala teenager, because the education system has realized say Aquala or ye curious, no, the tenacity say if you are experiencing sex, no, very high.
Oh yes.
Education system no I want a great achievement. Esther teacher Palano said they will understand these things. They will understand their body. They will even know. They didn't start teaching them. Said they say bia cervic, say bia cancer asthma. Yes, asthma test. Cervic the no. Apala who changes who one as well. If you accept your own, now who changes it can report very quickly. Or come bathroom man. It was set or shun the breast. Wow, and check Sandy when I I'm just asking, I'm just curious. So, but I'm for private school, Ghana, Sadia, when I but may Gina mere to say women genders, advocacy for women, Yen started any BB, Nipa don't say to me, and Catania. But as a woman, and the men, yeah, see, yen the Yamia. Well, I said, it was like a one or people to that. Yeah. Obetum and son will crash and the social media, education, it comes in diverse form. I know the other not classroom, but all it can be. So who do you
Yeah.
Are you going or you just came to listen, watch and go? Yes, that is how education spread in the royalty area. If you want, they don't need to even gather them, but if you can clear people who can clear and then you know one kind. After me, I can't. Me, I can't. But yet, it's a life. Yeah, you're not so. You can't near my baby. We don't need screenshot that they are not yet kind of for something. Not all you ask for. Or trying to be back. No, I have them walking. The same to one was so. Abraham, if you was so, you will be the end of from.
Oh, yeah.
Because I see how you almost said,
yeah.
But you young Pasiasem, the Campasias, a year or common. Mamma, the Gianni, or maybe I was Susicani, and Susicani would it.
Yeah.
But you know, I saw none of the problems.
No,
you won't be the chances you know the church say, or one of us who can play the witch Yakoso. One of us not on my Asia on Sunday and I to be killing back for.
Yeah.
So what's on it? Or which Yama, you see, I didn't you which Yama, you won't be your pet.
Yeah. Arabi is a cervical screening for cervical cancer. When you my dear, Emma, what hit 45? You need to go get those screening. Mammogram, you need to do it for breast cancer. To say men change na be koso and every monthly be after your monthly, make sure say you examine your breast to make sure say you feel it, you put it around hospital, your general practitioner or your physician ask questions how to examine your breast to feel a lump men China no na afi na wo prepare say nyankopon save you. No, it doesn't work like that. Yeah, we need to take care of ourselves. Any man so no who hit 45 for pet. Make sure say we be back quiet we prostate. Month now one na say new men get worse because Ghana for we don't take care of ourselves. We don't prioritize ourselves. Or baby one-sided relationship. What a crash or beman is into beman mistreating no crowd on TJ. Or so I had the one pem or dimmy and a camera would dear send your sister I will cry. Why would dear do you even know that like you need to treasure it? A new question. Because sister will a dear grandpa, you didn't pen quasi a dear and your papa. A dear a Milicana woo to and I say, woo HSA, I saw who pre-pro, or pre-pro, honey pam, and so no, almost no 2 seconds, none were here your. You have to take time. You have to be romantic. Foreplay. Make sure say aben umiemia. Dear obey just say you or ban feel good. Now or banning so to miss you be through. Or media can be a because me man in funny who needs that. He's not going to torment me. And then for him to not be tormented. Aha. You do to me, I do to you. That's what I do. We go. brother Sack here to say, now, sister, why because any question we are crossing me one pem. I worry as an American a dear can. Ya worry no, semi chan trobinka, and yet there be any idea. Basi a cassie a dear who swat. Yeah, pa, yeah. That's right. No crack. No crack. And you know to say.
Let's keep it simple and easy.
Yeah.
When you are with the right person, things flow. You don't push things, you don't force things.
Yeah.
Because we do things in our selfish ways. Yeah, maybe I am fan up when I was pushing, but we don't force anything.
Yeah.
There was no verbal communication. We were to have by and but now they come in actually was so teasy. The or the four way you not yet cannot yet come and up with the same. Then you bet me your number. I do your money and where to tell your wish here, you know, never that tree and assign them. The things that will entangle us, that will draw us from the union and your men, and now it's possibly back someone back on. You bet to because excess of everything. I'm not saying that people should discard their family.
Can harm you.
But if one would say they are harming you, there are some people, they are toxic.
Yeah.
And you can love them from afar. And not necessarily say changing their time. You can love people from afar.
Yeah.
So that you will have your peace.
Oh, thank you.
There is nothing like having a very peaceful
for the heart.
You cry very well.
Oh, Brother Hineba. Thank you.
You have peace. A lot of things, you have clarity. You have clarity. And let's embrace peace in our circle. The life is so chaotic to say. Sometimes he misses a lot of things. A lot of good things that God brings to his life on one century because he's so chaotic. And even when the right person comes or handle me,
yeah.
Remember, we are just stewards, including our kids. We are just stewards.
Yeah, sister, I will like you see family planning. Family planning is good. Say your friend is saying we will relationship now when you're ready. Say you start having children, but at the same time, no, you also have to ask questions because birth controls be what I mean to be more than what I say. Who you soon too much? Etimi esi wa wodie. Wa wo ebeti akwa I had an experience, okay? And to know to say like you guys, we need to take care of ourselves. Yeah, man, mano, mom per hospital ko. I didn't know make appointment as someone sat to send a la and a dema hospital. More making sure say on a yearly basis you take care of yourself. Brother Ebenezer Aveka Saki said, sis, what you are saying is very true. Most Ghanaians, let me put that, don't like to go for checkup. When they come to the pharmacy and you recommend them to go for checkup, most of them will tell you, you don't know your work. Can you imagine? Obi catch Yemubi Krampono, we self-diagnose ourselves. You should never do that. And another thing, Yewo Ghana phobia omoti abrochire. Na edra ne doctor a recommend ya mano no. Ne ho atono, ni sister bi, ni brother bi, ni nephew bi, ni niece bi ka so yare a no wa post to akoma no. Wo be den hu sese edro no. The dosage na wo dey koma no. Ebe bua ni nipadua na anase ebeku no. Because edro was prescribed for you, not for your niece, not for your nephew, not for your sister, not for your brother, and answer woman or papa. Chese yemu bi wo hono ma ye nneoma bi a ase ya antetiyen ase ya tu ya firi bom na ba wi ase. We have to be very careful because edra ya prescribe amount no you is under your name because you went to the hospital, you were evaluated, and I draw in a doctor say, "Ebebua, one can say ebebua webusiani bi, and answer who can be." Enti omu nianum, and I say omu nuanom patients a omu nuanom hwe omu wia omu medication anase omu gi omu medication remaining one of them omu emeli de brema mo nso mo fanom no obi wo ho yes oh no wonyale enu ewu da bia yadi ewuo bi hye baifo bi otifie ho yehu se nipa na yen esi efi am free mabusu am free sometimes we create our own problems. Yes, say asam nipa and a passam because obi any one more nama na asam dimrika abe free at taleno. Yanya ne ekope ensem ema ye ho. Enti no ti se watu kwan a ma wani mie na sua de na make sure say enye de obi ye memfa yesi mobra suade even sister woni me na yete ha ye kasa ye suade kirade de ebi a wote ya wonim no kona ko ye research na sua wusua na wunya ntiase ansa na wa implement se wote asema enya se wote ya na wudimirika yesi ebetimi ayese ene se bedie hu asema stars ene ya yesi ebetimi ayese wunnim se ne obeye ya no ankobu koma amu nkwase awu you have to understand it before you implement be baby a kirade bia tie na wutie nso a na why implement wunya ntiase ansa na why implement yeah wunya ntiase ansa na why implement enya sa wuti ya na dimirika na mo hyase akoye enti no wono ho kafo motenase na munya ntiase enti na yes effective communication ye mu bebre akasa asem and we continue to say sua kasapa ne kasade men kasade yen kasade a wodi daada wo ho kafo anasa wodi daada obi kasade a ebema wo ho kafo ate wo ase free baby a wo free ba esa ase yen ti ase ani enim de no esno obi ade yesi kwasient mi nkyere nyansani ade ba nyansanfo timi kyere kwasiafo ade who can it say kwasiafo ade right okay a wise people can teach fools but fools cannot teach wise people true anokra some krodo because obi ajimi ntimi nkyere obi onim nyansa enti no mo me ahwe nneoma ye social media I'm very selective over there baby amekwa e kyere ade a menim se bebo amene ho na meko enye se mekwa ade a mechia na se
I've realized a lot of people are confused.
Yeah.
Because listen, whether you like it or not, your ears, your eyes, your mouth, your leg is a gateway.
Yeah.
And your nose is a gateway.
Mm-hmm.
When you gateway, I need to be very careful the things I allow to get to these places. Because many a gateway, my son a gateway, my mom a gateway, Sam ye men I was set I was saying, careful. Because as you hear certain things for a very long time, you begin to be the thing that you are hearing. As you see a lot of things for a very long time, it becomes a pattern because there been your imprint or what you name.
Yeah.
Or the whole, baby, I'm common afar. I bet digress ya for her. Me say what's a year canas. On Tiasia, Yan, na at the end, me pie will Timukrana with the show I had over Tiasia. And also, you mean to me, who be
no crap.
I so pack and chas semuti. They are cabby some of my hoquama obi, I be a third person. Wine to me, no, menam, Nipa you bobra. Now I was here free entering Howard. The panible room, wine a man hoquine, and yet they will be my hoquine, a tobu away a tobu a papa could be a man hoquine, tobu away, your knee, your knee, your no man hoquine, and Nipa room. Now, see a number, what your casa BB is cleaved up. It means that set your terrible and says a BB to bet it. A car farm, it's a head and your maho wine, and money will be at the side in the back. the G2 for Yanko when Sana, you will see a king in our catcher.
Yeah.
I can't be a man. About my baby sardine, dear the frame. Your car say your mamma to me the back. It's make us say, I will show baby a woo to your position of your bed to crap who can determine, say, and no, and the bay a bit book, why am I down? Because if you're a firstborn son, the tendency says, oh, papa, oh, mamma, I will naturally see you as a male figure. Oh, you are the boyfriend, we are. And as the first male child, so ye penny, baba penny, and now the blame penny. There is a sense of responsibility. I want to share a bit to me. I'm affected. Some any penny, ye, you know, a bit to me affected. I'm a third party in your relationship. That can't, and now for some, and now for some, and now for some. And so it's me, I hear the barrier, not a third party in your relationship. And you may have to be. Catch them and say platform so one to you are obeying one. One factory or obeying one.
Yeah.
Because you are your boss breaking it down. You are your boss, you are church.
Hi, Adam.
Yeah. Your background to be at the third party that is taking our time. The man, I was some name, your money, my exercise. And one of the last thing I will talk about before I leave the Juma. A Juma can be the third party. Will be a while not or ye alcoholic or ye workaholic, sorry. Or the Juma. A son's money matters. Abe Abrabon or bowling in it's about money with the person. And sometimes and my year will so focus say ye book the two who are your any year and our spouses are concerned. Into the time, I was see divided or said the the portion of the time, 24 hours. And who will never do how to me a I have to go to work, I have to go to work. A human do obey a dime, the cars and all that talk. But that alone will not be enough. Our children will remember the quality time we spend with them. Our children, yes, good things in life are good. But if it is the detriment of sending back, good rapport. My children will miss that time, quality time they have to have with me as a parent.
Yeah.
Begin to check it. They be a America. Or buy or bear, see a walk on so see casem.
No,
it will not be the same.
Yeah.
Now, say, the banya. You can't have it all. Sometimes you can't have it all. Yes, sir. Over $1 million. Now, start to say, you cannot keep up $1 million. What the same mentality they say, I still want to have that $1 million. Yes, you have. And there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
You might have it. But you miss out on the family. And you know, a little time, what Piscano, if you are when you're 10 billion, but Unya will be an enemy. One a baby Sicano, a Sicanity that war, but set more affection prior to you.
That's true. That's very true.
And also unnecessary competition at one young community. We have to be there was some to be there was some cotton, and we are saying there was a year back when
unnecessary copycat, unnecessary competition.
And no, it's made a credit card, GM baby. It's been my time I was spending quality time. There was all what's there. Now, so what the break to maybe so. At time you hear say what's all spending with family, you get it.
Yeah.
I am sorry. But these things, when you are saying these things, this is energy. Man, you should create a whole your friend is saying, a whole textbook I've downloaded to you people tonight. Man, you should my mom will lifespan for free.
Yes, Mama, yeah.
Because Piscano, now you lose focus. The reason you Piscana, Sicana, the people why you been, but we missed out our your ma progress more affecting your mother actually because Aqualano only do be only connection be with you. Now Yame emphasize say ya be born wo kwan so emra wo mpa ye yo wa oba no go back to care who mind enjoy sika because so far she be any woman and so no what actually taking his time to invest no or no better swapper this one goes to the old workers I am a tight so much say I will cheer for quite a 3 more day or 3 more day but that didn't yes I get it. Your first migrant, we go to the fleet of surviving mood. I as somebody who is a first migrant myself, I know what I'm talking about. Because assassin Ayabasumpu, if you are we need to survive. But as time goes on, I was said taking it easy because what didn't happen. Now one years, is kind of young Ghana, who is half enough if you start TV. And I'm sister called 20 years to see 90 and then see that for more. What was it? And then there was something.
But sister, well, we say no win no. And for car effect Ghana for binum. Esan say ebi mu de o manu aka ni ntino. Onye ya no aforce ne ho no wo si dan. Ayi your friend is saying to say mentie ne enkrofo beka. Live your life to the fullest as you see fit. Mentie nipa no ena akwasi manu abesi dan and so what? Ye papa no mpanyifo bi a omo de omo sisi ena omo investi wo omo sisi. Omo entimi ensi dan ba ne banyi a ne ba ekọ ware no opesa ne ba ne besi dan ma no no dem na tatam na wu chesi tonga na wu call left and right yi wu wo yire ewo 3-4 mistresses yi wa no tatam ne de wa hu se wu pedan adam because sometimes the ways that's a dysfunctional mindset it's too much. I don't allow my family, extended family members, or anyone to give me any unnecessary pressure. Meno kana wuya my dear na anyameda. I will let you know. I'm not going to say, oh, Sister Adwoa, yes, I am nice, I'm kind person, I'm honest and everything, but to say, see who say, obia on a limit. Nobody is perfect. I try my very best, as God is my witness, to be as faithful, to be honest, to do things accordingly without putting myself in instances. Yes, obia wodinu kreno. Wonyi eno wakasa. Because me and here some me can run because they me can run me can okre into enemy twaso. And I say if I have to repeat now, it will be the same thing I said from yesterday without having to rack my brain. But it's when omo mundi no kreno. There be na samun sisiso. And we have to decide the type of person that we are. We need to be honest. I want you to me back. And you met me see where you're bravo. Sometimes challenges you move from one challenge to another. To say our easy relationship easy. And to your manum. Yes, Ghanaians, we practice polygamy. But you guys, your manum, munyantiasie what polygamy is. Men worry baako enkasa we Christoni no atwempena wo nchen. You are unfaithful partner. You are a liar. You are a coward. You are weak. Everything, and it's not an accident that goes about. Sebema wa nkwa abonti ankwasi obi ba pa nipa no ma emma mepel. Ena ma nso amukun efa machi kofa empna na wa shenika. And answer whatsoever, so you are a fool. Why am I saying that? The problem is sitting in your house staring right at you. Any wukun. When chahu, and your bana, wonu, and your bema no ma kwano, and no sour and your bano. Because your men many binu, they are so selfish and self-centered. They want their wife to go and embarrass themselves and fight for them. If you want someone to box for you now, go and make that your profession. Don't bring it to me, because me nko obema ho. Na obi enwo me kwasi asekan anaso obi nkume me nkwasi awuo me si me wu ana Nyankopon na ato ne nsa afre me. Me nko wu nkwasi aku because of bemanti. Eno nkyere se me no me ku. Me do me ku ba me ku so odo me a. He will never put me in that situation for me to go and fight for him. He can fight his own battles. No, don't tell me how to love my husband. Yes, but once Mikun has promised to love me and care for me and be in this relationship, is either he stays faithful and be loyal and be honest with me, I'd rather that Mikun bejame no akwari oba fufro. That's his decision. I can't force him to marry me forever. And he can't force me to do that. But I'm choosing to be with him. And he's choosing to be with me. And it's all your banner, Bema, I won't tiasi. Now, more, I'm saying to say, like, me, dear Bema, warren for na me penal, dear Benediano. Don't get married. And when you get married and someone else put their foot in there, now, do not complain and go fight. Because you did the same shit when someone was married and you chasing someone else's husband. You think is like karma expires? No, karma does not expire. Whatever we do, we get it 1,000-fold. By force. Dear one person at the bayono, man find you be.
Culture permits polygamy. When you are dating the person, ask this conversation, bring this conversation up, so that you know how the man feels about polygamous relationship.
Yes.
When we are dating, when this program was starting, I was saying that data collection, these are some of the relevant questions and conversations you should be having when you are dating a person. You go for a meal intentionally, and now you should movie, and then you say, okay. What do you think about polygamy? Throw him under the bus and see the mindset about our Adwoa. He see nothing wrong with a cheating husband, and we are just for Obama, so Obama be or Cassabi or full say cheating is okay. Obama a cheating, a norm with Bearman. Sir Bearman begin to watch her too. So it means that or no, the conscience and cafe and children.
If you must say Ghana for men cheat you, almost see your moon cheaty. It's say, yet they are warm.
Compare Ghana for kind of cheating is we are like a member, any Zimbabwe, South African member. What the other day, I said, you're going to your own. The South Africa, money be called war near the identity. No, just say, I would be an sister, airtime. I am not Ghana for men. What they are trying to say, they say Ghana for kind of decency is better than other countries. That's what they want to say. Some maybe was South Africa, Zimbabwe, Kenya for a merry man. Or my merry money. Obi say, a merry money be. Cheating at times, say one thing your house help. Akala wakofa na betina wonche na umi aba ana umi abi to nche kura na se be ma kono ya papo obehu no na onu kunu da.
But sister, wo wuni ma de esa say I think say one thing any say sister e your community ni society ni mo say every single woman needs to learn to be independent. Financially independent. It's I say.
And that's how can be empty as ye. Baby mindset to say the sick and the of a Brazilian with no person and the draws or person was saying.
Oh, person bear man neto.
Me yaika, analogy, me yaika. I sorry, I will papa jinsta. Or to offer now. who did Shama, who says kind of pressure, baby, to one sister. Sam, man, also better will say. And the never be will be to me because the moment I will be a dear, a ship will be to one, I will be a new. Or the four, what the Yakua, I mean, she has said, we get your own. So that we will equip our children and some that they will have their own.
Yeah.
They will not go into relationship for the wrong reason, not for materialistic gains in Tinameko.
Yeah.
But relationship not me common. Me at least me I am content with myself, with or without Obama.
Yeah.
I can survive. That is how we should be bringing our kids up. Our kids should be independent thinkers.
Yeah.
Before somebody will say, I am independent thinker, now he can put food on his own table. I mean, because of common Indomie, automa, Guinness, be automa, because sausage, a cocobi, a tea, a so time, no cacano plate, me, you are. Sausage, a crack of food, and your sausage, papa. And no crack, a cry, me, you are.
And no elbow.
Indomie 20 cities, so said 10 cities. I actually walk and one a year friend said no those a DJ in no one and no catch a credit me you buy. And I'm saying so over to me out to sad you we are a branch in Udination and yet yeah wasn't what did you?
I'm Papa
on your table. You can afford the basic things in life. And yes, said the papa say well a lot of Ghanaians want to start at the top. They don't want to start. And when you do that, you are a thief. You are an armed robber. Life does not just happen. You need to build yourself. You need to put the work in. Eating your own money, I tell you, say sometimes, but
say Mama Yakra with some question. Or say, do we make our kids our priority?
Okay. There are times that Oba your priority because you're vulnerable. The Oba end with certain stage and you won't overflow what said yes say. When you become Oba, Oba putting a bit of effort to Oba no Abraham. But so Oba any do be, that should you do be, or not be. Oba no me to me up on the brand. 2018 now university at some time you will be also finding the fit or what the brand. So you can do other things. But until then, I will be to stage, you need to work with your child.
Yeah.
Akwala, I was young guidance. Said the Benya, the penny fish on your mobile, on some medal so. And you know, your back. Every priority at certain stage in our life, or your baby, or your baby, and you must send yes, send the shadow because when you know also share, or Yakala, who didn't tell one me and my own or you must send yes, send the shadow. Then we do it. I was starting with me for a while. I'm reaching your master at 16 years. That will you and I'm calling the national insurance number. Into with me, I take a part time. So I collect not with the slow. We are too much because someone will not thrive because on one need the other from discuss ever come one. Not a school, and I never was to pursue Emma Nabra. Was so done it and I can cry. Grace period is 18 who are finding the faith on where you
no correct. Obey me, I had your person, yeah.
It's young that your bad time, papa. 18 air contrast still. Not guidance because I collect you a while. It doesn't pick up early or near street ones. I collect you a while. Offer Obia make me a third generation. Make assassin me
no correct.
18. Not a be all the requisite he needs. And still now I need to guide him. Go then, maybe more experience was assassin to say me back. Second generation. Me and me sister Adwoa Auntie Afona.
Yeah.
Well, your second generation, which means more what's not so that you understand the education system.
Yeah.
Being to the roots and cracks of everywhere. So then it is easy.
Yeah.
But second generation, and I do was our platform is why I will be blessed because in your mama to work
and yes, small.
What your first generation? What now? The kind of assassin as well. What assassin only? What flight and surviving?
Yeah.
You make a lot of mistakes even as a parent. Now, as you are genuine on, which is maybe I can say the second born would get a better chance. I didn't because I've already made some of the errors with my older one that I've corrected it. So second one may get more value for money value from me. So
yeah.
Because I know better. I've done better with myself as well. So what you say?
Yeah.
But with my first one, I'm navigating on the land, and I'm that day your approach is different. What is send me? Who will say, especially more from
yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Aba. Yeah, no correct.
Because the mentality is low self-esteem or the behaviors because on your but the woman said he has a lot of errors too. I tell you
yeah. Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah.
Bad new terrains, you know. And see, for the woman are okay.
Yeah.
Was a complacency.
You know, correct.
When you or private school setting, even the slangs, the accent alone,
no correct. Or by timid.
Now you have a lot of work to do because one I had to make a rivalry, family sibling rivalry.
Yeah.
Because he's crying for attention to understand what is going on. Tell me now the number. And on TSC, meanwhile, one hand does not have the patience because they are living their life. So what you say?
Yeah.
Some of you are struggling with Nkwalana with free Ghana. Nkwalana is on Ghana and so. When I think you said in Ghana, I think you will see them. Or no credit or form.
No correct.
Simple things like a piano. You are just asking him to ask permission before baby and now say what the idea was made fine and you any timidity or you don't know your child. Only up because they are free no
and some bro.
I wouldn't draw and it's in and no crap. It takes grace. It takes grace.
Sister, was somehow okay, Madame Fubi or what or UK. Or ne maame ba abroche na ɔde ne kɔma a ne wɔfa ɛne ne wɔfa yere na ɛbɛn sɛ ne maame ne ba abroche no te sɛ like wabɛwo mmienu wɔ hɔnom bɛyɛ sɛ almost 10 years na ɔbɛfa ne babaa no ba ɔbɛfa ne babaa no ɔse ne wayi agu mmienu na yi na oyi gu mmienu no ɛyɛ ne wɔfa ɛna ne daeɛ na ne nyamuyɛ na abusuafoɔ no dodoɔ naa nim sɛ ne wɔfa ɛto no mu naa ɛnso na obi aka n'ano to mu the last abortion a eyi gu ɔmo a ne kɔ yi gu yɛ 3 months before ansa na ɔba aburokyire na ɔba aburokyire ne nso no ɔhwɛ ne maame asɛ ɔno abɛyɛ ɔhaw bi ama ne maame esiane sɛ maame no ɛpɛ ne mma no a wawo ɔmo aburokyire no asɛm ɛsen wɔn na wɔwo Ghana ɛna meka kyɛn sɛ that's impossible because wo maame ɛnnɔ wa anka ɔnha ne ho koraa ma mɛfa yeah but to say Monato na ne wofa to no nsɛm bi a ɔse ne wofa ne kekae sɛ ne wofa ne keka nsɛm gu n'asom sɛ ne maame no koraa wo ɛwɔ ayi hɔnom na nka ɔpɛ na anka wɔma no ntena Ghana nkyɛ saa ɛna ma ɔnka nkyerɛ obiara nso sɛ wɔne no afa nyinsɛn mmienu ɛyɛ gu nti yeah. No correct, yeah.
Transfer now. But the band cause that to go now, the band also could be sent to the Kuda, Ninia, Binia, Badu, no attitude. And then again, you will have some of them who say you are to the Bamon, and that's what happened. Now, some Palano did a hassing because you are dealing with someone also. You would back edge of Ghana or Brobana, catch us all, and penny, a woman of one casa. And so now it's your future, you are living in sweat and toil so that in your what way also what you be changed.
No correct.
So what the Baba, you need somebody to psych the two of you. No matter your level of education, no matter the level of your understanding, your science, and even a mental health person, and now you're a psychotherapist or your science, you're one son of
yeah.
Let somebody speak to your child. Seek for help. These things I've said it several times.
Yeah.
But for my men who get good, so change our elders. And so I sorry money here say personal development or
why open it free before?
And to the party you good, and she had this is our position. It's not sorry, not sad, dying air possible. The kind, no man, I saw now, still now nobody has even picked the sign said that this girl is working through trauma or taking bomb. The whole rock is a timing bomb, a taking bomb. No man, the group who can or catch and how we perceive it.
It's serious, so.
On this blue app, I also offer the Baba, the penance, minimum number. But I need to have this conversation with her because it's imperative.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about. What's standing about Brokra on to any of the Funaya Kakasako from Yawon Palani. I wish said I have his number because I will save him a lot of trouble.
And also buy, or problem child. You will have a tantrums or a pay out to school and on a mada or no cigarette. What in the home bubble ball and intima meno the nickel foster home. And the manner I warm or honey dear. Yeah. Yeah. Entinoki also keep putting man or warm or hano and or do or no call foster home. Enti she or say from age 16 up to adulthood, coping so nya 22 na on a Bible and on one place she was in the system. Until she grew up in the system, no say a way of dealing with the trauma, no, say bema bia no be shia ni bia no ne da. Na say yeah, and say no, the akosi ni say and Nana or Ninkrofo bebre die no when ya rea say no just say easy cry. It's not easy. And I said, hey, Eradi, ebi mo so go through a lot of pound. I mean, I'm grateful that meaning yeah, that's very true. It's crazy though. I mean, I humped it. Annie, sister, me that since when you're name Makasa. Hey, and no crampo, I'm even surprised it said this long. Arabi said invest, save, do susu, get among right association, get a support system, and stay focused. No cray asempa. Na adolfo no me agina so ache na minya sister wonti no enu ansa me kasa kwasam. Emre abesin bebre, se me kope bibi di. Na nkwala no nso do me mo bibi di ansa na omo settle in bed. Nti no sister wo mreku ase na emododo na munim no to say every once in a while no a pop up to say no school no me and hey sister well congratulations so and yeah easy crowd hey why are they why are they why are they why are they you need to be proud of yourself because you, don't worry. And no cry money faint. You know why are the me so I mean it's not easy. That's one good thing about being in abroad. At any age, you can go back to school and achieve the impossible. It is always possible. You know to say, "Mama, my bofia." To say, "Bibi apesa we bia no opportunity ne ba." Mesramu muntum kwaso na ye aha yeah we need to get over our trauma because it's a healing from our trauma will be damaged goods. We don't want that. Aha ye pe wodokan ene anije mroso akomapa no kredie eno ne ye hwehwe nti no to say this type of topic send certified loan account it's a sensitive topic but we see it me can timi di nkomo bebre ene ye sha ase free baby ba ekwo baby bebre sister wo ten tables no ni ndua no tutu ase no ni ade enti nyame ya aduma dasane yeah away from my Saturday your best sign mesaba life issues the every Sunday bia me ba na chese bibi na esi ana say nioma bi na esi kwan and yes sister we nyame shira bye okay and to say enianom and na the promo crampo no I don't even think I'll be able to do promo. My breast and breasts I want a casa the most. And so no more to my voice say my voice is so like so like calm and too low. I'm tired. If we're no part like going to places, church, last minute Christmas shopping and then coming back and coming on. Nanke answer me but this I just felt like coming on and talk a little bit. But the conversation was very productive. More TikTok, mama me my gift to me no mini abema na kwame mama me achieve me go and ne na dofo amuma me roses no all the gifts no with amase Rami boss lady thank you all for the stars more like more love all the emojis amu use no with amase nyame ya adoma ye besan hia Saturdays Minnesota for some so ye be resume next year 2025 but next Sunday mo betime nka bronya eye yawo awuku ada enti mo amudi bronya no I wish you guys those who celebrate Christmas I wish you all a happy Merry Christmas. Those who do not celebrate Christmas, I wish you happy holidays. Afishiapa, afinko ensam betuyen, ewa sunju na nyankopon emma yen ahoden sonko. Ma oma yen enko bobesia. Oma Yenya sika, prosperity and everything. We need all that. Please share, yeah, and subscribe on YouTube. So when you come on now, you tap, show some love. And also YouTube sometimes it does as a TikTok. Sometimes it asks if it's educative or like entertaining or stuff. Be honest, okay? And if you do good, you do for yourself. If you do bad, you do for yourself. And I'm just gonna leave you guys here. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If you came on, I did not acknowledge you or welcome you. It's not intentional. Sometimes when I get into the discussion and everything, I will miss you popping in and popping out. Hey, Brother Emmanuel, bless you also. Amen. And to say, Brunyeba, Christmas is coming. Sometimes, especially in Ghana, the drivers, some of them drive recklessly, speeding. And if you're driving, make sure that you are considerate of pedestrians and your passengers and other drivers on the road. Just drive carefully, safe, make sure that you are safe on the road. Don't drink and drive. You can celebrate. If you know you're going out, you're going to drink, make sure that you assign a designated driver or you get a Lyft or Uber. Don't drive while drinking. All right. We want to live and see next year, 2025. So you guys stay blessed. Take care of yourself and each other. Brother Adam, thank you for coming through. Brother Bright, thank you for following me. All those who follow me on TikTok, I will follow you guys back. Don't worry. I love each and every one of you. Bye. Great advice. Oh, thank you, Arabi. So let's also support each other. If look for Mama Ya for that Tobra, go to Amazon, purchase all her books or any of her books to support her once you buy it. Give us healthy review. My book is in the background, a TikTok unveiling my life, a guideline to take breaking free and reclaiming my life. Go to Amazon, buy it, read it, give me a healthy review. My next book coming out is romance. That's all romance. So you guys can let me know. You can send me a message or through Messenger, or if you have my WhatsApp number through WhatsApp, let me know how you guys want the story to be. When it comes to the romance part, do you want me to give you velvet velvet details, or you want me to kind of just put the ideas in your head and let it pass by, right? Don't be too explicit, right? So I need your feedbacks on that, because through that, then I'll know how to go about the book. Sometimes some people they like explicit details. Other times they don't want you to give too much. They want to use their imagination and make their own and stuff like that. So that's what I'm looking for you. Arabi, she does advertisement videos, so make sure you reach out to her if you have a business or whatsoever and you would like to start. Boss lady said wow. See, wow, I'm telling you, I'm going into romance, so I love romance books. All most of my experience are reading from romance books, so I want to also give back, to let people know anything, everything we put our mind to it, we can make our own. So I'm just Boss lady. Oh gosh, oh gosh. So if you want, you have a business, you want advertisement, reach out to Arabi, Nana Araba. And then we have Sister Lady Coco, she sells authentic t-shirts, dresses. Go to um Sages share com and go and get your own. Yeah, boss lady, can you imagine me writing romance book? I'm bringing most of my love into the book. I'm just pouring it out. Y'all gonna love it. But I also want to hear from you guys how you guys want it, because I'm trying to not, it's not every chapter or every love scene that I'm going to give explicit detail. I think I will do both, right? There are some chapters and some uh, romance, moment that I will just, leave you guys with an imagination, and then others I'll go into like step by step, how with the characters sharing their feelings, whereas you feel like you are there, like something like that. So it's going to be pretty cool. And then, on the weekdays, at boss lady, what time? In the evening, between 4:30 to 7:30 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Love Seat, Baby Love TV. Boss Lady will be, hosting. So you guys tune in because they'll be bringing a lot of juicy and interesting, awesome topic over there. So yeah, forgive me. As I said, I gotta go. I'm hungry. Bye, guys. Take care. Love you.